Hello, everyone. Welcome back to WoodYaTalk. We don't have a Woody. It is Scott and it is Bomber here tonight. We are catching up on things because it's been a little while, but we got to get this one out because not only is it time to catch up on the JRPL. Normally, we do this for the Job Radio Prediction League to catch up after usually the main shows, or at least ones where things happen, and that's the WWE shows. But there's been two of those, and a Ring of Honor and an Impact. And we got Survivor Series upcoming, and yeah, there's other stuff before that as well, like Crown Jewel and Full Gear, and
Saudi,
even NXT.
baby.
And yeah, Saudi's on Thursday. So yeah, there's a lot happening. So we want to get this one out there. We got to get this one out, like I said. Bomber obviously is here. How are you doing tonight?
Doing good. I just ate some Papa John's pizza. So, for those of you that like Papa John's, there you go. For those that don't, sorry about your damn luck, but yeah, it was good.
Oh, James Storm reference.
Yeah.
And over on my side of things, it's just a relaxing Sunday, trying to get some stuff done. Ended up with a headache and didn't get anything done. It happens. But Woody, it literally has weather issues causing internet problems, so he's not on. We could just say it's another wellness violation, but that's the long-standing joke. But yeah, so we've got lots to talk about, and there's a lot kind of happening right now. We've done on the main podcast talking about things like Power and Dynamite and all this stuff with all the new promotions, and that's kind of where things are with the JRPL, where things went from it's ending, it's winding down to oh god, everything's happening at once. Holy crap. And Bomber knows that time of year. It's the WrestleMania time of year, and it's for some reason seems to happen between SummerSlam and Survivor Series where things go crazy.
Also in January. January is also a major month too.
Yeah, January Rumble, we've got like people like, oh, there's the Rumble. Yeah, but there's also NXT. Impact has a January show now, and I think Ring of Honor does one too. And oh god, so we're gonna talk about the basics of what's happened. It is going to be a lot of skimming through stuff, basically because it's been a month and a half for some of it. This is being recorded the October 27th for reference. So let's dive in, unless you've got anything else beforehand.
Just super last note. I know as soon as I mentioned pizza, people were wondering about the toppings. I got the spicy Italian and pineapple. Sorry, you can move on.
You're a monster.
I just want to get the comment section, on fire. So that's it. Well,
don't worry. Yeah, it's a common misnomer to people when you say like, I don't like pineapple on pizza, and they go, oh, you don't like pineapple? No, I do like pineapple. I just don't like it on pizza. And there's a different discussion there, and people lose their minds, and it goes from there. So
I just love
have fun in the comments with that.
Yep.
It's great.
Drives everybody nuts. So there you go.
Yes. But we have Clash of Champions, and again, we're not going to go through the whole card, but I will mention kind of the upper tier main matches and title matches of what we've had here. The main event was literally a Clash of Champions. Jonathan C.T. Martin, Jay Dionio, and Hawk, the Top Lock World and UV champions, in a triple threat match. And it would have been me if I'd beaten them, JD, but I digress. That was a kind of show match, which you had done last year as well, if I remember correct, Bomber. You had, I think it was the Top Lock champ and the world champ.
Yeah,
I think it was a threat, right?
I think it was a one-on-one last year, and I think the creative team just wanted to do something just a little different this year, so they went with throw in another champion in there with Hawk as the UV champion.
Now, admittedly, this is right after All Out, so this was kind of their first show continuing, and the storylines there weren't really any storylines aside from I'm a bad guy now. So, like, what do we do? So the guys went out there and, like, put the champions together, did some contendership matches, 4-way for the Road Warrior, and a bunch of stuff to kind of, like, stoke the fires to get stuff going. So that was kind of the main
this was
feel
almost
of it.
The kind of the rebirth of, like, the next era almost.
Yeah,
of,
it's a reboot.
JRPL. Yeah, kind of like the, just fresh start, a lot of stuff. Yeah. Just starting over here. So that's kind of what this show, the Clash of Champions, was.
Now, on that note, we did have, like I said, C.T. Martin. He won. He beat Jay Dionio and Hawk. It was 61, 54, 41. So the Top Lock champ won that match. The number one contender triple threat was the Finn defeating GMSG and Ash, 59, 56, 53. That's number one contender for the world title. Excuse me. And that match hasn't happened yet. That'll be at Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
The number one contender match for the top lock title was Legit Boss versus Green Machine. Boss won that one by a point, 54-53, and has had that match. More on that as we go. We next have me versus Vitamin Yes, 64-58. I got my vengeance on him after he retained the Canadian title, even though he doesn't have it anymore. That was some payback after my attack on JD at All Out. I beat him. I'm happy there.
And you guys always get a lot of shit talking going on in the character chat too.
Oh yeah, Vitamin. He's one of the best ones for that. I feel the final boss and stuff like that. It's good. My hero gimmick, be it diluted or crazy or just angry, is always fun for fodder for that. So that's been good. And then we've got pretty much the Road Warrior title. Wookiee retained. He's on a tear. Tino, Adonex, and Cassius all fell to Wookiee on this one.
Yeah, this was because at All Out there was like a number one contender with the Casino Battle Royale match, and all three of these guys, Tino, Adonex, and Cassius, I believe, all tied. So they all got the shot against Wookiee, and they all lost to Wookiee. Massive defense there, especially against a former two-time champ with Tino there.
And the points, 68, 53, 50, 38.
Oh, yeah.
So it was a definite win.
Yep.
And we'll finish out with the two or three other big matches. UVC, your boys, beat the Age of Annihilation, Jace and Dark Rider, 114-97. That was good for them.
Yep.
Good rebound, good turnaround.
That was their first tag match in like 6 months almost.
Yeah, because they were like world and top lock champ.
Yeah, that derailed
for a big chunk of time. Yeah,
that derailed their tag run. Which, I mean, if you're going to derail a tag run, you might as well get a world title and top lock title from it. But
exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, this was more of their like return to the tag division and big win against a big team right there. So good win for them.
Spring Tigress beat Woody 78-71. Big win for the former Road Warrior champ over the former like three different things champ. Woody's had a lot. So Beer Me defeated Orstella by 1 point, 62-61. And we have LJ beating Junction 69-54. And then we can keep going down. Broken Nerd, Lucha Warrior, Redhead beat Luke Gray, Simple Creatures beat Hermanos Hasta La Muerte, Buck beat Nathan, Bomber, you beat Tom and Accelerator by like 10 and 20 points.
Yeah, yep.
Super Hippo won a triple threat. It was kind of like, let's just get some matches going.
Yeah. I mean, that's how the undercard is a lot of the times, you know, even like when I was booking, it was a lot of, you know, undercard is guys just trying to, you know, make a name and get wins. So,
yeah. And we do have, I noticed in the notes, putting in the work, match of the night for the 5th time goes to Woody. Daddy Fatsack won his 10th match. Payne got 40-plus points, and Jut got the 1,500 career point. So those are the achievements for that one. Now, as far as for what came from this, most of it was pretty much just some champions establishing themselves, some bragging rights, and some contenders. Yeah,
the Finn was the big, I think, the big top. Well, obviously Legit Boss, but the Finn world title #1 contender, huge.
Yep. Now, of course, that was promo fodder for me to say why wasn't I in the contendership match, and I always have more fun with the loss. Sometimes.
That's right. This was before you were part of the creative team, I think. Yeah. So
it was. Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
I had refused being any part of that going in, knowing I was wanting a title shot, and they're like, "Well, you're getting it." I'm like, "Oh, cool, okay." But I am part of the creative team. Just full disclosure, I'm not one that really does creative like booking, but I'll do I'll come up with the storylines. We'll talk about one of the matches coming up, or just ideas for stuff, but I'm not going to say like, oh, this should be the contender. That's not me. I'm not doing that part. I'm doing writing stuff, just for the clarifying that. Yes, I'm a wrestling writer, if you want to call it that, but yeah, I'm not one of the bookers. But yeah, there was a lot that happened here, and yet at the same time kind of not a lot. Like this kind of people got their feet wet, got established where they need to be going forward.
And that's, I mean, that's was pretty much what to be expected for the, first show of the new era.
And that said, what was your opinion of seeing this show, Bomber? If I scroll down here and see you with your win, what did you think of this one?
Like I just said, I knew it was going to be more of like throwing a bunch of stuff against the wall, a bunch of matches where there's no stories and stuff like that because of the like pretty much reboot. And not hating on it, not hating on it at all. I think everybody did a good job putting the show together. And I was surprised there was a pretty good turnout after, I expected we were going to lose people whenever we went into All Out, expecting that was going to be our last show. And then, going forward, funny enough, I talked to Cam Popplestone. I was streaming the other night on Twitch, and Cam Popplestone showed up.
Just a couple days ago, right?
Yeah, a couple days ago from this recording. And I was like, hey, just want to know if you want to do the JRPL anymore. And he said, oh, I thought it was done at All Out. So because he's missed all these shows we're about to talk about, he's missed all these shows because he thought the JRPL was done at All Out. And I kind of expected that for a couple people. But,
it was going to happen, yeah.
Yeah, but still, this was a pretty good turnout. I don't know the exact number, but it's a full card. So it was a good turnout for the show. I think it was successful. I think it was good. And we established the new contenders too, so that's very
new
good.
contenders. It was a good way to get people to really experience. The writers, to really experience what can go on, what can happen, and like it's not just the one show of a super card. It's like, all right, now forward thinking. And I think they pulled it off really good. And I'll toot the horn here at these guys. I think they've done a really good job going forward with stuff. Not everybody's going to agree with everything. We've had that discussion a billion times on the regular podcast and even on this, with storylines and things not going the way it goes. But hey, something for everybody is what you try to hope for. And with it being a booking committee, yeah, one person might not like it, but the other four do. Okay, well, there you go. But if one person has an idea and the other four shoot it down, all right, we're not doing that one. But the way I always try to look at things from my story perspective is if I don't like something, I'll say it, but how can we work it in anyway? Like, what can we do with that? Where will this work? It doesn't work here, but where does it? And that's what I try to do with stuff. So, but let's go to Death Before Dishonor.
Okay.
This one doesn't have really any title matches either. It's pretty much Road Warrior title, but it's a Ring of Honor house show, the first Ring of Honor under the new guys. So it's kind of a let's establish things and see where we can go. Again, to feel things out and really to build towards stuff. And this admittedly was a lot of build up for Hell in a Cell, I felt. Being an in-between show. The main event saw the Legends of New School, Ash, Hawk, and the Lucha Warrior defeating Team No Chance, JD, Buck, and Vitamin Yes. And again, in that match, we've got the World Champ, we got the Tag Champs in that match. So it is a headlining match. But the Legends established themselves huge as a faction, as they had been, against what I've been saying is the most decorated faction there is in Team No Chance, because they're the only ones who have held every title at some point. And it was 104-82.
Yeah, and that's true. And you got to remember, Vitamin Yes filled in for Lily, who also has not showed up since All Out. So that may be another person that may fell victim to thinking the JRPL is done. We have not seen Lily since, and Vitamin did fill in here. I don't know if that factored in anything, but they got beat relatively well here.
Pretty soundly, yeah.
Yeah, 104-82. Yeah. But yeah, no, Legends New School, man, they continue to show that they are the dominant faction right now in the JRPL. So
and that kind of stuff, when like Vitamin fills in, that works well for story because everyone thinks it's going to be Buck and Lily, two-time tag champs. They're going to be in there. Oh, it's someone else though. Well, they're still part of the same faction, but how do they work together with JD, and how will that work? And it's always interesting for the storyline type stuff and the write-up type stuff.
Yeah, especially
so I like that kind of a aspect you can pull from things like that.
Yeah, especially if you guys talk picks out, because I don't know, the ins and outs of these other factions and stuff, but some stables or factions, they completely go in blind and they don't talk picks out and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see if I don't know if Legends of New School do it or if Team No Chance do it. I have no idea.
Dude, Lee and I never did.
Well, yeah, I know exactly.
We were tag champs. We were real good. We're still technically in history the second best there is. Team No Chance tied us. They might have gotten one ahead of us. That's how good we were.
Wins?
At that. So, yeah. It was like, what? How are we that good? But yeah, it's interesting to see these guys and how they pulled it out. But the Legends, good lord, they're just nailing it on all cylinders.
Yep,
100%.
Even the next match too.
KR1, sure.
Yep.
The other tag champ, I believe, it's him and Lucha Warrior, actually. He beat the Top Lock champ, who just last time beat the World champ and the Ultra Violent champ. It was a non-title match here, but one of the tag champs just beat the Top Lock champ, CT Martin, by 5 points. The match after he just beat the World and UV champ. So that's true. A lot of bragging rights here.
It is, but also you do have to always take consideration, it is a house show. So
Yep.
though it is, bragging rights, it is a win.
Oh, it's bragging rights. Yeah.
Yeah,
but,
it's pretty much that's kind of like for the most part all it is bragging rights, unless you're in a title match. Yeah, but
well,
still, either way, great win.
when you really look at it and you see like who's beaten who and stuff like that, you can claim that later on in your other matches. Like literally here, JD, that's 2 losses in a row
Yeah.
in non-title scenarios. But as we all know, and for anybody new listening, the solution was the team. Warden and Beer Me Jesus were tag champions for nearly a whole year. They could not be dethroned. It would not happen. But they would lose non-title matches here, there, and everywhere. Not to say they weren't bad, but they had won when it counted.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's happening here. That's what we're seeing with these guys. These matches, I don't want to say they don't count, but, well, I mean, the title was on the line, so the top block title stayed with CT. So, but if it was on the line, who knows? Who knows what happens? So, yeah, interesting stuff. And then, oh god, we have a pair of submission matches. This is all because Beer Me and I have a submission match series.
Were you on
Bound for Glory.
Were you on the creative team at this point, or not yet? Still,
I did at this point, yeah.
Okay.
Because Beer Me wanted a submission match with Jaceville in 13, and I was facing GMSG. And it's like, well, why don't we make that a submission match too? Because Beer Me and I already had our submission match for Bound for Glory. So why don't we both have a warm-up match? Okay. We both lost. I lost to GMSG, and Beer Me lost to Jace.
So that's what this pretty much was. Like, each of you getting a warm-up match for the most part.
Yeah.
Got it.
And we both lost.
That's fantastic.
but we had we had fun with the story. Beer Me has lost a submission match now. It happened. That was the story. He was a submission king. He hadn't lost any. So in the story, I interfered. I got involved, and I cost him. So literally the very next match was with GMSG. Beer Me got involved. He cost me. So we kind of did eye for an eye for that, and it worked out well. Some fun stuff with the storyline there, because submission matches, you can kind of have anything go, really. It's, yeah, you got to tap out, but you can hit him with a chair. It's fine. So I put stuff like that all through the match with GMSG. It was crazy. It was goofy stuff. And goddamn, the women's title, I had forgotten in my picks that was a submission match. So when that match happened, then we had a title change. I lost.
I honestly didn't know. I didn't know that either. I didn't know it was a submission match as well. So, that was a surprise to me. But
that was it. Suddenly, it's over. So,
yeah.
But then we have Woody going to a no contest with Nathan 8K to retain the World Warrior title. Wookie. I think I said that, but I think I mumbled it. But yeah, Wookie retained with Nathan 8K. Again, non-title. No contest.
No contest. Yeah, and he's been known to do that before. His first reign, he had a no contest.
Yeah.
Defense, which led to him being putting his title on the line in the Greatest Royal Rumble, which was severely unfair. But hey, that's the way it went.
Yeah,
to bring up with the booker, because it wasn't me at the time. That's when Woody was on his 3 month.
Technically, it was Wookie. That's right. Yeah,
3 month reign of terror.
Now that match, that was part of the same storyline, because I attacked Wookie during that, because my whole thing is I'm targeting all champions. Well, I was on the committee. I was like, we have a no contest. Excuse me. I'm like, well, I can just attack him. He's a champion. Okay. So there's attacks throughout the whole night. I attacked Wookie. Then I attacked Bear Me the very next match, and they attacked me. So, of course, in my promo, I'm like, I got attacked in my match. How dare they? There was attacks all night. They should have stopped it. Who cares if it was me? It still happened. Yeah.
Oh, and then look what's next.
And then we have Woody and Boss
Solution. Yeah.
Defeating Simple Creatures, Mod Step, and Trappers.
I think this was is this their first official team or second time teaming? I think this is the first time Simple Creatures were called the Simple Creatures, at least. I don't know. They teamed up against the Hostile
Hermanos.
Yeah. So yeah, this is their first loss, I think they took. But again,
I think
former
so,
tag team champs though, so nothing to be sad about.
And then just kind of skimming through the rest, we got Tigress beating Dark Rider, Bastion beat LJ, Junction beat Broken Nerd, Luke Gray over Cassius, Green Machine over Alpha Dog, CM Carlito over Midnight Rider, Redhead beat 2 newcomers, Forever Chillin' and Killmonger. Bomber, you beat Fart Bucket in a death match, 21 to -23.
Yeah, okay. here's the whole scenario.
That's why I kept going to get to that one. So
Yeah.
no, it's your
Well,
turn.
first of all, before I say that, still congrats to Luke Gray, who has not lost in a house show yet in 2019. So he kept the streak going by beating Cassius here at this show.
True.
So first of all, congrats to him. This match here was me kind of trying to exploit the new regime of, bookers and stuff and the decisions they make. They have decided to, for those of you that know or have seen, obviously put no contest as an option for every match when you're predicting a show. So, for example, Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar, and then their third option is no contest. They do that now for every single match. So I was like, you know what? Fine. We know Fart Bucket picks no contest every single show. I'm like, this... Because this is a thing that I don't agree with. This is one of the things that they've put into place that I don't agree with. But again, they're in control. I'm just, giving advice and stuff. So I said, you know what? Okay, well, I'll exploit this. I'll show you how what's going to happen when you make this change. So I said, I want Fart Bucket in a death match. Well, which would mean he would get every match wrong, of course, and then I would destroy him by a boatload of points. But this show, they didn't put the no contest on every match. They didn't have it on any of them. And they did it the show before, and they still do it every show after it. But the one time I tried to, prove my point, they did not put it in the show. So there you go. I was just all so happy when I saw that. But either way, I still squashed Fart Bucket, so it was still worth it.
Yeah,
but it was
I know there's
legit
talk
this time. Yeah,
because he keeps doing it. It's like there's talk of removing it from. Like, keep
Oh,
it on,
is
like,
there?
the main title matches, but not everything. So we'll see how that goes going forward. But
yeah. But either way, yes. If it is on every show going forward like they planned, Fart Bucket will be automatic wins every time. So that's just because he's a more of a troll poster, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
But there you go. So that's either way, it was a straight up match, and I squashed him as expected. Come on now. Come on. I lost to him once. I'm not going to do it again.
No, and you got the achievement for it. You won your 10th death match.
Yeah, that was just, icing on the cake right there. But yeah, 10th death match. Pretty crazy.
Here's a way to look at it. Hawk, remember, he beat CT Martin.
Yes.
No, sorry. Hawk was in the main event. Sorry.
Of this show?
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
He got the achievement for winning his 10th match.
Oh, well, congrats.
He's only won 10 matches, but he main evented, and he's established.
And he's a UV champion, yeah.
Yeah, to come out that soon, that quick, that's pretty awesome.
Well, look at it that way. Look at Lucha Warrior, who has done even less. He hasn't even got up to 10 yet.
He main evented his first match and got the 500 points on this show.
There you go.
Jace got a submission match win, and Redhead got a triple threat win.
That's crazy.
Also,
Red hasn't got a triple threat win yet until now. That's
and
insane.
Red's been in a lot of triple threats, so yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Now, next up, we do have Hell in a Cell.
Okay.
And we're not going to talk about the WWE Hell in a Cell. That might be a Job Radio podcast at some point of our own.
Mm-hmm.
But we're talking about this one. And the main event was a Hell in a Cell match where the Finn defeated Ash, -6 to -8.
Yes. I wish there was. I guess I can talk to you, but I don't know. I want to know more of the reasoning behind this main event. Like, obviously, Finn, Ash, they have a storied past going back all the way through last year. Excuse me. The Finn though.
To about this time last year, I think, too, wasn't it? With the best of 5.
I think. Yeah, I don't know exactly when it started, but
it was like SummerSlam or somewhere around here. Yeah, it was this time of year, I think.
Yeah. But anyway, I was wondering. I wanted to ask a person, a booker, how this came to be, because Finn is the number 1 contender. Ash is, he's just a upper card guy right now, a main eventer or whatever. And I was just wondering the reasoning behind this Hell in a Cell match. Do you remember seeing anything in the creative chat about?
I have no idea.
Okay.
This one was just kind of happening. This was the one.
Because some people came to me and were asking me, and I'm like, I don't know.
I'm not sure. I'm not against it. I just don't know where it came from.
Yeah.
Aside from like being a storied history and a new upper card thing for these guys. I don't know the details.
Yeah. Again, this is the new era and stuff. I tried to end the feud. I think at hold on. Yeah, at hold on. Who was the main event of Survivor SummerSlam?
No, it was Finn and Ash, and then JD cashed in.
That was that was the final. I had planned anyway. Again, this is a new regime, but I had it planned where that was the end of their beef, their feud, the very final coffin, nail in the coffin, and so that's why I was wondering why it was brought back up here again. Now, like I said, they have the history, they have all this stuff, so I think it's a good main event. But some people were asking me, and I didn't have an answer. So, yeah. So
and again, people need to remember that there's a creative team, and it's not Bomber. So
correct, yes.
Yeah, I mean you're aware of stuff, but you're not the one making all.
And some stuff too. Yeah. Like I'm not following those.
Obviously, not this because
I'm not following like every single thing that everybody's doing. I'm trusting the crew. I'm trusting them to do their stuff. So I guess I probably should have asked more of them coming into this show so I could give explanation because other people were asking. But there you go. Go on to Discord and ask them yourself then, I guess, because we don't know. We don't know.
And going forward, we might have people on from that on an episode of this, so we can have that kind of behind the curtain look at things. So yeah. But yeah, this one I'm not aware of. No.
Yeah. When I know, obviously, I'll go into it and I'll say it for sure. But I did not know for this one. So anyway, no, I'm not taking anything away from either guy too. I like both of them a lot, and I really like the way the graphic turned out with both of their faces where we copied it from
great.
The WWE one. So, but yeah.
Yeah, because you took the Fiend Bray Wyatt image and did the same idea.
Oh yeah, I just copied their shit and put it with our main event. So, yep.
Now, the main title match was Top Block title. CT Martin defending against Legit Boss, who earned that shot. CT retained 30-18.
Yeah, a big win there. Wasn't that close, but the chatter that was going on from Legit Boss, the trash talk going into this match, and then coming up short, and then watching Legit Boss crumble and talk about how she's gonna quit again and all this kind of stuff, which is like a common occurrence with Boss. But it was quite a sight to see on Discord.
It's all good story. Like I said,
the crumble of Boss after this match. Yeah,
the way things are supposed to be are like this, and when it doesn't happen, well, now what? And I've said that before on my own stream, like a year and a half ago. It's like, well, if I don't win, it's almost better because now what? Now where does it go? Oh, this is gonna be interesting, and that's where stuff can go for sure. Next up, we do have Road Warrior Championship. Wookiee retaining again over Broken Nerd, 10-8.
Yeah, a win here. And you're going to notice a lot of low scores on this show. It's because of what we were given. Man, Hell in a Cell only gave us, like 6 matches? 7 matches? Something like that?
Oh, yeah. We officially had 4 for the predictions.
That's what it was. Yes, it was stupid. Yeah, man. That's why you're going to see a lot of low scores, like example 10-8 right there.
Yeah.
And not to mention the main event was thrown out because it was DQ. I'm sorry. They ended up calling it DQ.
It was no, it wasn't DQ. It was a match stoppage. So it wasn't even officially like a no contest, or it was, but yeah, it was a mess either way because no one was picking that. So
yeah, it was confusion. It was dumb. It was that's why you're going to see a lot of low scores here. And I'm just glad I didn't have to deal with the headache of figuring out the JRPL scoring stuff because everybody was wanting to know what's the scoring, what's happening, what's going here. And watching everybody scramble around, I was just like, thank God that's not me right now.
And they're one of the bonus questions we came up with. I had a hand in this one was pick 3 people not listed that will have a match.
Oh yeah, that's a good. Oh, that was your idea.
Yeah, and you get 3 points for each person. So that's a way to really beef it up.
That was a good idea. I like that. With a low card like that, it's a good bonus.
And it ended up costing me because I only got 1 right, and if I'd gotten 2 more, we would have won because the next match is Bear Me and GMSG against the Outsiders, Scott and the Midnight Rider, Lee, 28-27.
You cost yourself, son of a bitch.
I had originally picked, I think, Orton, Strowman, and Styles.
Mm-hmm.
And then all I did was keep Styles, but Orton and Strowman both also had matches. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it would have been it. We would have won. So,
And
yeah.
Beer Me and GMSG are calling themselves the Must See Good Guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious as to see what is that going to be like a thing? I noticed they're doing a lot more, but I don't know if that's just for Survivor Series, like
it's
building
just
up.
kind of right now, I think.
Okay.
But I mean, you never know. That's kind of the point of what's happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just a thing to where they literally were talking about it, and they had ideas like the must see, like the Miz and the bad guy for Razor, because that's their avatars.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what if it's the must see good guys? And they loved it and hated it so much they went with it.
Oh, that was your idea?
No, that was theirs.
Okay, I was about to say, oh, geez.
No,
Yeah,
no. When GMSG told me, I was like, I love it, but I hate it. It's horrible. You got to use it. He's like, oh, we are. Oh, good. Okay. So
it's good.
Yeah.
I like it. I do like it.
And yeah, the opposing team, Scott and Lee.
Scott
Back
and
together.
Lee. Well, I guess it's
kind of.
It is Lee, but
Yeah. Yeah, it's like Cactus Jack is Mankind.
Exactly.
That's
the faces of Lee.
Yeah. So that was after the last one, like I said, where there was interference in Beer Me's match and my match with GMSG, so they challenged me for a tag match because I have challenged JD for a Survivor Series match and pulled the curtain back. The bookers before I was on the committee was like, yeah, so we want to have like your team versus JD's team. I'm like, that's cool. You know who partners are? No, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll make it a challenge. Okay. So I put the challenge out there, and it's obviously JD has Team No Chance plus a random. He's going to need a fifth because Team No Chance is always the four.
Yeah.
Himself, Vitamin, Buck, and Lily.
Yeah.
Who's the fifth?
Well, they've named it already. They've named the fifth.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Okay, gotcha. I see what you're.
Yeah,
okay,
we're not there chronologically yet.
Yes. Okay. I gotcha.
But for mine, it's like, well, who the hell am I going to get? Because not only is like my whole hero gimmick kind of isolated me from others, with some respect with Jeremy, but that's gone. But the whole turn has made things even worse because now I'm on the bad guy side, and they all hate the hero. So what the shit now?
So this is where you named your first person, right?
I did, yes. Where Lee came out, and we got back at it like we always had. And he's done a promo since, and he's like, we're not even teaming together. We're not even a team, but, kind of watch out for him. It's kind of my fault. It's pretty great, actually. But yeah, so when we team together, we're the outsiders, but we're not really a team. But we are, but we're not, and we got a loss, so it sucks. But, yeah, team member or teammate number one is Lee. So it's the outsiders against Team No Chance plus someone. And I got 3 pluses on mine, and we have learned of another one, but we'll get there. But that was a ridiculously fun match to do because it was watching through and seeing the bonuses and doing the math and working it out and realizing I lost by a point and just getting so mad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was actually the main event. Was it a DQ? Like, was Rollins disqualified and did Wyatt win?
Yeah.
Or was it just a no contest? Or
it was a
what? Or was Wyatt counted like submission and Rollins won? Because when we're talking 1 point or 2, and like Lee put 6
that changes
I put 8. We didn't need to know. And WWE.com like reneged on things and didn't even update for like 2 hours. So I didn't know who won that match for the longest time. So I had to write 2 versions of it.
That's another reason why everybody needs to like. Obviously, there's live scoring that's going on in some fashion during these shows on the Discord and stuff. But always wait till the official results are out before we know who wins the JRPL stuff.
And it is WWE.com is the be all end all. It's been that before.
Yeah.
There was one point when Fox WWE on Fox tweeted out.
Yes,
Bray Wyatt won by DQ.
Yep.
And it's like, that's official. I remember Boss saying that. That's official. I'm like, no, that's not what we've used. We have the one source. We're using that. Well, this is official too. No, we have to wait for this.
Yeah,
and this isn't there yet, so we can't use that. And they later deleted that tweet.
Yep.
So that's why there's the one source. Not, this one over here said it. The UK site says that. No, it's the one. WWE.com's results. That's what we got to go by. And that was even changing through the night because there was one that said it went to a no no contest, double DQ. Like, yeah,
It was a
it
headache.
was rough.
It was a headache.
It was rough. Yeah, so I didn't even know when I went to bed if I won that match or not. It was close. But I got my teammate. I got one of them, so we're going toward that.
Good.
The opposing side, Team No Chance, Buck N5 and Vitamin Yes, lost to the Simple Creatures, Mod Step and Chappers.
Yeah, Lily, once again, no showed, so Vitamin stepped into her place. Now, I don't know if this is going to be a common Buck N5 Vitamin Yes, team. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. I don't know. Have you heard anything on that?
Well, I mean, so far so good, it seems. I don't know if that's the plan or just what's kind of worked out, but if JD's the world champ, it kind of falls to these two if they're going to be teaming.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We will see. But yeah, big good win for Simple Creatures there. That's their. I think they went 2-1 after this match here, after this win.
Yep. Oh, and I'll mention. Sorry, we did mention with me having Lee the kickoff on this. They did have where Team No Chance actually recruited Nathan.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so yeah, that's where Nathan came in.
Yeah, JD recruited him. He recruited Nathan 8K here during the kickoff show because I attacked the other match, the Road Warrior title match, and that's a good way to get vengeance on it. And that was not even something that we thought about when I just went, I could attack that and cause a no contest. And now here he is with an opposition on the other team. Okay, all right. Former drifter, people who took the titles from Lee or from Matt and I. All right. Interesting story developments with that. So yeah. Next we have a backstage brawl hardcore match where Woody beat Jace Villain 9-6.
Yeah, I believe this was playing into the solution kind of feuding somewhat. It's a little cloudy, but I believe the solution has been, kind of getting, in the mix with it with the Legends of New School, because last show, obviously, Jace beat Beer Me, and then here Woody beats Jace, and I'm trying to think back to where the other Survivor Series match was announced. Was it at this show? Wasn't it at the end of this show where it was announced the Team Global versus Global versus the Legends?
I think so. I'm trying to remember now.
Yes.
I'm looking through.
And Woody's not actually on the side of Global, so that's
right.
A surprise.
Main event. It is, yeah. It was in the main event. They announced it with
the show
5-on-5. Yeah.
Yeah, so this it's going to be interesting to see, how where Woody's going to fall into place, because he's not involved in that match. So I don't know. We'll see.
Historically, he's been a big part, one way or the other.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but he did get a win over Jace here, so I don't know, we'll see where that goes.
And the Legends got their win too. KR1 and Lucha Warrior retained non-title over former champs Spring and Green Machine.
Yeah.
Again, a big dominant win.
Yeah, the champs beating the former champs. Big win. This team that came out of nowhere, KR1 and Lucha Warrior, we're going to see how dominant they're going to be here, because tag team title match is going to be coming around a corner soon. I don't think we have one at Crown Jewel, but we're definitely... I know one thing that the creative team has been talking about is building back up the tag team division, because we had so many people, depart. We had people cheat. We had a lot of stuff happen in the tag division. So
yeah,
they are definitely trying to rebuild right now. So we're going to see how long the Legends of New School can stay on top of that division.
And one thing you'd think is you'd get these non-title matches and maybe a duo can beat them.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll get a shot later. That's not happened yet.
Not yet.
That's not happened. They're just winning these non-title matches, like an old NWA jobber type thing, whereas like they just beat the other team. So now what? So not calling it team jobber, you know what I mean? It's like they don't lose these non-title matches.
Yeah,
so,
I don't see.
Yeah. But we do have the reaction: Luke Gray and Tino beating Adnax and Junction of the Blissful Enigmas.
Yeah. Speaking of tag teams in the tag division, we have a debuting tag team right here: Luke Gray and Tino. I definitely don't. I know Luke Gray is turning his character to be a very a serious character now. I think that's kind of the angle that they're going. But still, this team is going to have to grow on me. I'm going to have to see how this makes sense, because you know me, I'm more about the the realistic stuff, and to see Luke Gray going from fart bucket and flipping corn dogs into the crowd and sticking up people's butts to all of a sudden I'm tag teaming with the 2-time former world champion. I mean, it'll be interesting to see, the story on why these guys are together, because Tino was just going through some serious shit since losing his title. He started turning like more towards a darker type vibe. He's been showing more of a darker type vibe. So this to me comes straight out of left field. So we're going to see how they can turn it into something.
And I'm open to see what happens. I mean, they won
of course,
over Adnex and Junction by 2 points. So who knows there, but.
Well, sure. Yeah. You can always come in and win and stuff, but I want to see how they develop it story-wise.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Next up, non-title, LJ beat UV champion Hawk 20-9. Again, there were 4 official matches, so fair enough. But 20 is good. 20-9? Yeah.
Yeah, Hawk, man. Hawk has been kind of known to, lose whenever the title's not on the line, but when it is on the line, he always gets that win. So this is just actually more of the same. Like, in the JRPL PL, I believe this one of the ones that we predicted? I think it was. But if it wasn't, I would have picked LJ over Hawk in a non-title match, because for some reason, Hawk can't win when the title's not on the line in a one-on-one match. But when it is, you better put your money on him. So, so big win for LJ here. And I think that is what pretty much set him up as a top contender for that UV title, this match right here, this win.
It is. It literally, that's what I mentioned about the tag titles.
Yep.
Same idea here. It's like this kind of win. Okay, that was dominant too. All right, let's give you a shot. Let's see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Now, we've got the world champion.
Yes. This was the opening match of the main card. I do remember now after seeing this. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got the world champion losing.
Oh my God.
Because Rab got 19.
Wow.
Matt Zion got 10. Sorry, Matt Zion got 8. Peanut got 10. And JD got 6. So, yes, we have a fatal 4-way with JD going against 3 Jobber Radio people and doing the worst.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say here, man. Like, besides... This is the problem that you can run into when you book some crazy stuff like this. Now, to me, this is like a house show match. Yes, let's do it. Let's book some crazy, something that doesn't make sense. Let's do it. But for a main card match on a main show, why would you put your world champion against 3 jobbers that are not, known to show up every single show? Because now... perfect world, if you're writing it like, oh, well, obviously he wins, then yeah. But you run into this case right here. Not only did he not win, he finished dead last out of all 3 of these guys.
Yeah. Now, that means he takes the pin. That means he's the guy who lost the fatal 4-way. That's how that works.
It's a bad look. It's a really bad look, and that's one of the things that you have to avoid, I feel, especially when you have a world champion in the being represented here. But...
Oh, believe me.
I think this hurts. I think this really, really hurts JD's, image or, shine as the top guy.
Oh, I know that. That's all my promos have been about how unworthy of a champion he is and barely doing any defenses. And then this happens? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, ammunition. Feed me more. Let's go. No pun meant for Ryback with Peanuts character. But it's just, it's like, not only are you not defending, because even said, if I'm not defending, why not go out early? Let's have it done. I'll get out of there.
That was the reason,
best.
Yeah.
You want to be the main guy. You want to be on there last. You want to be the champion. You want to be out there representing. That's always what I'm saying.
Yeah.
As my character. And yeah, he goes and loses there. Does that mean Rab gets a title shot? No. Yeah. But does he get? He's got to be considered for something because he literally just beat the champ.
I mean, he should be considered for a high-profile match. Yeah, I would assume so.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
But again, last time I faced him, he beat me. Rab wins here and there. It's freaky.
He's not consistent with his participation, but he generally does well when he does show up. That's why it's hard to book him in a program, of course. But. This is just as far as booking goes. This is something that I'm not a fan of unless it's on like I said, house show. Go all out. House show. Yeah, that's what this is for. Main show on the main card.
This counts.
Yeah.
Right. Like that's
of course. Yeah. This really would put Rab right up there as a top guy, just getting a straight up win over the world champion and two other opponents. But I don't know. We'll see where this goes and if it actually turns out to be anything.
Well, don't forget, Rab is, or JD is main eventing Survivor Series with a team against me.
Yes.
He lost to Rab, Peanut, and Matt on the opening of this.
Yeah.
Now, granted, scroll up, Lee and I lost in the fourth match from the top. Sure. The first one, like the non-type. Yeah. So,
well, you also lost to,
but at least ours was
GMSG.
more profile. Yeah, GMSG in a submission match. There's a little more high profile.
Of course.
So, yeah.
And if you look at this, JD is starting to fall into the same the Hawk realm where I think he's lost every match since becoming the world champion. At this point, I don't know. I know we're about to cover briefly Bound for Glory. I don't know how he did there, but up to this point, he's 0 for 3 after winning that title. So
we'll get into that. We do have a couple more matches. Then an interesting thing to mention: we've got Nathan 8K beating Bastion. So good on Nathan.
Oh yeah.
New selection of Team JD, as we mentioned, beating Bastion, and then he got recruited after that.
That's a statement right there. So, yeah, that's a statement.
Cross beat Redhead by a point, 17-16.
Mm-hmm.
Close one there. Again, this was a weird show where there's only like 4 matches, so some of these wins and losses, okay, you can kind of get it. You can speak to that. Liquid Vamp beat you, Bomber, 17-10.
Oh, sure did. Like, it wasn't even close. Speaking of, like, losing the jobbers, I 100% jobbed out right here.
I think Liquid Vamps had 6 matches and, like, 1 no contest, 6 losses or something.
Yeah, I don't think...
her first win, I think.
Very possible. Very possible. I give her all the credit in the world. I know this is Kev's real-life good friend of his, and they're tag team partners. And hey, more power to you. Totally destroyed me. I did horrible on this show. It went same thing for Bastion. Our picks were very similar to what we thought was going to happen. Obviously, that shit didn't happen. Yeah, we got the egg on our face on this show, and sure did. All the credit in the world to Liquid Vamp. Beat me straight up. Hopefully that helps her out. So there you go.
Now we'll come back to this next bit in more detail, but we do have a whole bunch of Survivor Series qualifying matches.
Yes.
So what this is, where this all came from, I'll mention this part. The last video that you did, Bomber, or one of the last ones you did on the Patreon for the Dirt Sheet was mentioning how there's 2 Survivor Series matches, mostly with main event people. And when I saw that, I went, man, there should be a third. We had 3 last time. And we've always had 3. It'd be neat to have 3. It'd be cool to be a wild card match. And my thought behind that was the old 1995 or 96 Survivor Series, where there was a team of 4 versus a team of 4, and one team had like Razor, Yokozuna, Owen, and Bulldog against like Shawn Michaels, Diesel, I forget who it was, but it was good guys and bad guys on opposite teams. So like good guys teaming with bad guys against good guys teaming with bad guys. And that was always fun. And I've never done it since, aside from like Team Raw versus Team SmackDown. You end up with stuff like that here and there with like Joe and Braun together. But it's not quite the same, right? And I was like, that'd be fun. How could we do that? And to all their credit, GMSG and CT really dug in and looked at how much our roster is and what matches we could do. We needed 20 qualifiers because we need 10 winners.
That's a big challenge right there in itself.
Yeah, because we need 10 winners for 5 versus 5. And that's what this was. So we've got 10 qualified people. We're going to do a draw at the end of this episode to make those 2 teams. So we'll come back to that. But we are looking at it from all those winners. From the losers, if any of those winners no-show, they'll be replaced by the losing side from the highest point down.
Yes.
So, for example, Captain Charisma got 17 in his losing spot there.
Yep.
If someone no-shows, he's in.
Yeah, he's the top guy, so he'll get the
Daly
first.
got 16. It's not looking good for Mark Black. He only got 7. So,
yeah, exactly.
Like, Sam Carlito got 16, stuff like that. So that's how that's going to work. We're not going to draw them. They'll just be like in order of number. To be fair, I think there's 2 with 15. Yeah, Killmonger and Accelerator. I don't know. We'll do a flip a coin on that and see who gets in if need be, but that's 4 down. Hopefully these guys don't no-show, but there's some new ones, so you never know.
That's true.
But it's a fun mix of new and old in there, and I like the potential for that. And my big thing was the idea of storylines, because there's times when even Buck, I talk to Buck N5 all the time, and Buck's like, I don't know what to do with my character, I don't know where I'm going. Buck's like day one, and sometimes doesn't know what to do with the character. This can happen though, and this kind of thing, when you get these matches and you have 5 versus 5, think about anybody who watched Fight for the Fallen, where you had the kind of 3-on-3. It was Darby, Havoc, and Janela against, I think it was MJF and Spears and I forget. Well, we ended up with a feud of the 3 on the one side. They're feuding with each other and going on and on. You can just end up with storylines based on who you're partnered with or against. So if, say, Godenaku is teamed with Daddy Fatsack and we get a feud of that, cool. Or Cassius and Kev, who knows? Because they're on opposite sides and they ended up eliminating each other. It's a fun thing. So I'm really excited for that. This one's my baby. This is the one that I'm kind of working toward. I did volunteer to write it, so that means I might be writing 2 Survivor Series matches. Because I got my own. But so be it. It's a fun one to do. But that we'll come back to, because we'll get through those names really in detail when we get back to it. Because that's the rest of that card. Bound for Glory is the most recent one we have here.
Yeah,
this is the one that just happened.
Last weekend, yeah.
Okay, and I lost the main event. I lost to Bear Me again.
You got your 2 out of 3 falls match right here. 2 out of 3 falls submission.
For the Canadian title.
Yeah, how did that come back into play? Because obviously the show wasn't in Canada, so
no.
How did this even come into play here?
So Bear Me and I just ended up wanting to have a submission match because he's always wanted to have a match with me for that, and I like the submission. It's fun. Like this time last year, so we did it for January for Homecoming, and we ended up having a sleeper feud into Slammiversary to do it again, and I was way more established at that point. Big wins. And I lost there. And it's been the Impact World Tag Title matches that always cost me. Either the wrong guy got the pin, so the points didn't do it, or something like that. And that happened here again.
It happened again.
If Alexander had gotten the pin instead of Paige, I might have had points, but it didn't matter because the main event. Anyway.
Yep. You need to stop relying on that main event.
Really do. I picked Callahan to beat Cage because I was convinced that he would, because Cage would be better chasing. He'd be but anyway, great match. But anyone who didn't see it, check out that match. It's awesome. But for this, it was like, let's go again and let's make it 2 out of 3. Because storyline wise, my idea was I kind of gotten screwed out both times. Not really, but I did, because there was like the ref got involved and I couldn't get out of it, and I lost the first one, and then Lee got involved and cost me the second one. So my thought there is, even if that happens, I'll win in the end, because if one fall isn't enough. So that's what the story was. It was just storyline for 2 out of 3. It wasn't actual. It was just normal submission points. So it was always going to be a case where he did beat me on the first fall, I beat him in the second, and then the legit happened for the end.
Yep.
Bear Me loved how violent I went with it, because now I'm a heel for this one for the first time, and it went fucking nuts. He's at one point he's drinking his beer after celebrating, and I smash him in the face, bottle included, with a chair.
I got a question for you. Whose idea was it with the Canadian title with the beer stuff? The beer holders in the open beer on it?
Well, I'll get to that in a quick second.
Okay.
Because I was gonna say, with the idea of me hitting him with the chair and like the ref going to stop it, that was a direct me pointing the finger at WWE for Hell in a Cell.
Oh, okay.
It's like this. I'm gonna stop. Like, no, you're not. Like, give me the fall. I should be awarded the fall for that. That was 100% based on that. I always like the base stuff on that. Hell, me coming out of the crowd was based on Becky and Ronda back on Raw, and that, like, I base my stuff on that always. But the idea for the Canadian title itself became an idea where I had Bear Me coming out last, because I always say the champ comes out last, and that should be me. Well, but Bear Me actually has my title, so that was him for that. But I think it was CT who said, or GMSG who said, hey, should that be for the title? Bear Me's like, okay. I'm not going to say no, but how do we justify it? Oh, I got an idea. So I did a promo where I said, look, we're having these. It's always submissions. It's a Canadian thing. Put the title on the line. Let's do it. Make it like a submission championship almost. That's justifying it. Because normally I only want to win it in Canada. But hey, I'm a heel now. Let's do some stuff. I still lost, so I don't know. I gotta face. Do I face Bear Me again and I quit match now at Hard to Kill? I don't fucking know. But the idea with the title with the beer stuff on it, that was me.
Nice. That was good. That was a good touch. I like that.
He modified it because I needed the bottles there. That was part of the story. So it's all part of the plan.
I just picture like him coming out with like the title being customized with like a bottle opener, just like on like the side of it, and like
right where the maple leaf top would be. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. Yeah, that was.
And
good.
like
I like that.
and
That was
like
good.
holsters for beers on it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was all me, because that would be a way for him to get digs in at me. I always thought like the old hardcore title, how JBL customized their Tommy Dreamer, put a license plate, stuff like that. It's like, let's have fun with it, because he didn't care about the title. He was neat, but he's like, whatever, who fucking cares?
Well, yeah, same with Vitamin. Yeah, he disrespected a lot too when he was champ.
Yeah. It's so much better that I didn't win it. I really didn't want it back, to be fair. But I'm not gonna say no, of course not. But it's more fun him having that. And like I said, I tried to take it. It cost me a bit. I hit him with it. Him wrapping it around my face backwards in a submission. Yeah, crazy shit. So yeah, fun stuff. Excuse me.
One of these days, you're gonna win at these Impact shows. One of these days.
And it was again the tag title match that screwed me. But then, like I said, it didn't matter because
it was that main event. It's all that mattered.
Cage won. Fucking Cage won.
Yeah, I went Cage too, because much as I like Sammy, man, I just couldn't see it. I couldn't see it.
Yeah,
but
I shouldn't have put my submission on that. That's where I think I really fucked up.
Yeah.
But anyway, GMSG is a 3-time Road Warrior champion because he dethroned Wookiee.
First ever JRPL superstar to win a title 3 times.
Yep, and I think he's got 4 overall with stuff too.
He's a tag.
He's the most. He's the most decorated ever right now.
Is he? Is that true? I thought Woody was 3. No, maybe.
No, Wookiee's got 3, one of each, of stuff.
Woody?
I think he's got only 3.
Yeah.
But GMSG has 3 of this alone and something else.
Yeah, he's got a tag title. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, hey, that's awesome. Either way, this is a monumental, historic win right here for GMSG. Mm-hmm. He's been absolutely killing it. I don't know how he hasn't got into, the other title, like top block title contention and stuff like that. He's been destroying as of late. So, and I know he's, fond of the Road Warrior title because he kind of helped make it, a big title early on. So, all the congrats in the world. Huge win here, and huge congrats to Wookiee, by the way, but when he won the title, when he beat Spring Tigers, I guarantee you nobody considered that to be a serious run. I'm pretty sure people were like, okay, Wookiee's done it before, but he lost it right away. He's a 2-time Road Warrior champion. He's not going to hold it for long. The dude went and defended it 5 times. He didn't get 5 wins, but one of them was a no contest. But still, defended it successfully 5 times. Huge run out of Wookiee, and all the congrats in the world to him as well.
Very similar in a way to Cade Gailey, where people are like, really? Okay.
Yeah.
And then just runs away with it. I love the title for that. It's awesome for that kind of stuff.
This title has definitely had a very good history so far, I think. It's been one of the better, I think I've liked a lot of, I don't think I really have any of the titles where I got really mad at any of the runs besides maybe the UV for a while, but this has had a really good history, and it's good to see GMSG the first ever 3-time champ.
Interesting note, I did the article for it too, where GMSG and Wookiee are the only 2-time champs. They both have 5 defenses each. GMSG retained over Wookiee in the first defense of his second reign. Wookiee took it from Tigress, so GMSG wanted revenge to start the second reign. But Wookiee or GMSG also beat Tigress for the vacant title in the whole thing with the Finn.
That is true. Yeah, when Finn.
It's just that the history with these two is overlapping. It's like, wow, this is crazy. This is fun stuff, and it's just stuff that ended up happening. Which I say before, that's some of the awesome, coolest stuff.
Yep. Very, very fun. Very good history so far with this Road Warrior title.
Because you just end up with storyline in that. It's really great. Speaking of interesting storyline, we have Spring Tigress and and Green Machine. GM got me there.
Yeah.
Defeating Defiance Ash and Jace Villain 13.
Yeah, two members of the new Legends of New School finally get a team with a name. I guess this is going to be like a normal thing now out of Jace and Ash. Now, if you remember, Legends of New School lost one of their members to an injury. So the Dark Rider was injured, which was Jace's former partner. You know, obviously the Jesus, Anarchy. What is this fucking team name?
Age
AOA.
of Annihilation.
Age of Annihilation. Thank you. I know it's AOA. All I could think of was AOP in my mind. I was like, God damn it, get that out of there. Anyway, so this might be a new full-time team for Jace with his partner Ash, the leader of the Legends of New School. But you think that would be great, but they lost in their first match against Spring Tigers and GMS. God, see, I just did it too.
See? Yeah.
Yeah, Spring Tigers and the Green Machine, former tag team champions. So, I mean, though it's a big moment for them debuting as a team, now they got a little bit taken away from them with the loss there. But great job by the Tigers and Green Machine, because they just lost in the previous show, I believe it was. Hell in a Cell. Who did they face? I'm loading it up right now. I'm loading it up. It's popping up right now. They fought. Oh, they lost to the Legends of New School, the champions. So kind of like a little back and forth going on with Awesome Hooded Motherfuckers and Legends, which is leading up to their Survivor Series match.
All good stuff right now, and it's easy booking right now for some of that stuff to have the two opposing teams kind of facing each other in ways here and there. Yep. Down a few is Nathan and Midnight Rider had a match. So they're like the two new guys on the team. Let's face them off each other. And I'll just mention right now,
easy booking there. Yep, that's good stuff.
Lee wanted me to write it where he ended up losing the lasso to Nathan, and just gets real angry about it. So I left it like that. He loved it. So technically, Nathan has the Rider's lasso, the noose.
Oh,
he's got it technically. So we can see where that goes from here.
And that's a cool thing too, because like I think of Nathan AK's pick bases, Elias and the Drifter. He's one half of the Drifters. No telling where his partner went, by the way, real deal. But I don't know, just that the Drifter with the noose and stuff. It kind of goes hand in hand too. So that should be fun.
It's good, yeah. Like he took it and he started whipping him at it and like spinning around his head, and Lee was like staring death into the ring is how I wrote that. So that'll be some fun, because at the very least they're going to be at Survivor Series, so we can do some goofy stuff until then, and like just further other stories in the meantime of the main. So yeah. Speaking of JD, he won this one. He won a non-title match over Redhead. There's his win. Yeah, Redhead close, but 34-29.
Yeah, I guess the reasoning behind this is because maybe Redhead has been talking a lot of crap on the character chat, which is where a lot of these matches spawn from.
Well, a lot of what I was saying was like unworthy champion, and she jumped on that. As storyline always goes, Redhead, even though I beat her at WrestleMania, she's always kind of like been on my side in a weird way.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where this came from, because she agreed, like, you are unworthy. You're not. You should be going up there having main matches, not this stuff. So.
Yep, and JD pretty much shut her up right here and got the win. So this is that one win that he's been needing for a while. Unfortunately, it is at a house show, but still, win's a win, get some momentum going before going into his title defense this coming week. So. Yep.
And now, storyline-wise, there was a DQ involved with Redhead just kind of snapping at the end and going a bit crazy with that.
Yeah, and kind of foreshadowing to what was going to happen later in the night, which I know we're kind of going the opposite of how we do this card, so we're kind of like backtracking a little bit. But
I was going to say, we can kind of go back to that now, because at the end of the night, after I tapped out, because yes, I will say flat out, I agreed to Bear Me, like, look, Bound for Glory, we're talking like August. Bound for Glory, if I lose, I'm tapping. He's like, same thing. So we both agree. We've never tapped, but that's what this was. And you can technically look and say that, yes, when I had the death match with the UVC, when they put Lee off the roof, I did verbally submit saying we quit, but I didn't tap out. So the difference there, that was a under duress situation. I fully tapped out to Bear Me. First, when he had my face in the thing, and it's like, whatever, I'm not going to pass out. I can go get the other fall, smash him with a chair, all good. But then the end of it, he had me in a Hell's Gate, which was carryover from our last match, where he wanted the idea of a Hell's Gate at the end. So I kept that and used it here. But he had a beer bottle at my throat. So I'm like, I'll tap the vat. Anybody would. Fuck off. He's going to kill me. Not that he would. He's a face. But you know what I mean? Like, that's that's wrestling logic, right?
Yeah.
That's where that comes in. So I tapped out to that. GMSG comes out, celebrates because he wanted to have that where they won the co in the main event. They have their titles, all happy, all good, the must see good guys, all that stuff, and they're gonna get attacked. And it's a clock over the head because Redhead had been using a lot of like clock lines and times up. So use the clock because I needed something more immediate than the towel we were going to use to choke him out.
Mm-hmm.
Hit him with the clock. They bail. Reveal it's Redhead. Crowd goes like, "What the fuck?" Tosses me the towel, which was the same one from the initial submission match with Bear Me that she had when I threw the towel in for her. That started the whole storyline.
Mm-hmm.
And they're out there on the ramp like, we won. Like they're beaten up and bloody, and so am I. But the show ends with me going, AJD, that's 2. And I've got my second partner on the Survivor Series team.
So right now, and that's where we are right now too. So yeah, that's Redhead
Yes.
and the Midnight Rider on your squad.
My 2 most hated enemies are my teammates. Yeah. And I haven't really explained why yet. It's coming though. Mm-hmm. All I can say is, look.
Yeah, we still got some time before Survivor Series. Sorry. Yep. So.
Well, JD even had his promo about how he's got his family, and I've got these dysfunctional people that hated me. I'm like, you got family? I have survivors. I have destroyers. You're not going to live through this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I know nobody knows me better than these 2. That's the thought process there. I've got people like they survive. They might have lost, but they're stronger for it. That's getting deep, but that's kind of where it's going. So.
Yep.
So I need. So that's where that came in at the end. So that's why JD kind of had that with Red leading through to that. Because we all knew that was the plan, so we had that match. It all worked from that.
Did JD know?
No. Well, I mean, not for me.
Okay.
JD knew nothing of my team. I have not told JD a single thing.
So he went into this not knowing that he was facing his Survivor Series opponent later on.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
That's cool.
As far as I know, it's no chance in Nathan. Yeah. As far as he knows, there's 2 more to come on mine. Yeah. He didn't even know though. Like, I'll get some people. Okay. They didn't know. My team does know everybody involved.
Oh, they all know. Okay.
They all know, and they're all aware, and they're all. So
my
team is 100% locked in. So
all right,
and we'll find out soon. But let's keep going. We'll get the Survivor Series. I mentioned Nathan, aka and Ryder. We do have non-title. Lucha Warrior beat Jonathan CT Martin in non-title. So after KR1 does it, Lucha Warrior does it. So both tag champs have beaten the Top Lock champ in one-on-one match.
Yeah, CT Martin lost to both individual tag team champions here. Just
unworthy. He's unworthy. It's just more for me.
You know what? You know what I'm noticing? I'm seeing a lot of champions losing in non-title matches, except for Lucha and Kier 1. They're the ones that have been winning in their non-title
and JD
matches.
Finally got this one too.
JD got this one. Yeah, JD finally got one, but it's been a lot of non-title losses, except, here we come. We're coming up on the next one.
I was about to say, Hawk beat Woody.
There you go. I guess
hardcore match, 22-19. Yes.
I guess Bound for Glory, all the champions decided to, show up. Well, except for CT, but all of the champions decided to show up here and show why they're champions. So.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's really interesting. Like I've got the worst track record of Bound Impact. It's horrifically bad.
Yeah. They are hard to predict. They are hard.
Well, and it's rough too because, like I said, I had the submission matches with Bear Me at 3 of them, and the other one was the Canadian title with Vitamin, and he beat me there. I literally am 0 for 4 at Impact this year. And it's so bad.
Yeah, and me and Woody fought at Bound for Glory last year.
Yeah,
it was
Slammiversary.
Slammiversary, yeah, sorry, Slammiversary, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there was one Bound for Glory in Toronto where we just got destroyed, Lee and I as well. Like, I don't know if I've ever won at Impact, now that I think about it. There might be one here and there, but it's bad. Yeah. So hard to kill. I'm excited for it, but fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But sorry. I was just going to say, this is Woody facing another Legends of New School member, and this time he gets the loss. So really up and down. Woody's kind of, I'm going to say it, he's kind of in limbo right now. He's not involved in the Survivor Series match. He's win some, lose some against Legends of New School. He's kind of out floating kind of at the moment.
It happens.
So it happens to everybody. Yeah, I'm fucking nowhere on the radar. So
that was me start of the year. like just trying to make things work here and there. And
Yeah.
I turned it around, but you never know. So
I wish he was on this episode so I could fucking ask him like what his thought process was for that, because I always want to know what people, because like right now I'm not doing good. I'm at the bottom of the card. I'm okay with it because I've been in the spotlight for so long that I'm perfectly fine. But I always want to ask other people when they start to, not, keep staying in the limelight. They kind of like slip down a little bit on down the card. I always want to ask those people like what their thought process is. Some people don't care. Some people care a lot. But I just,
oh yeah,
maybe we'll get Woody on next time. We'll ask him then. But,
well,
yeah,
man, I can say for me at the beginning of the year, it was really disheartening. It's like nothing I can do is working. Oh my god, it's rough. It can be really, really rough.
When I lost to Exo Liquid Vamp, I just fucking chuckled. I was like, God damn, what the fuck? Like, what can you do?
But it works with the story right now. It's like, Bomber can't get it. He's not making it work. Like, you think of the story, how that would be portrayed.
Yeah.
He's down on his luck. It worked. You can work with that. And when you turn around, that big win, oh my god, he got a win. Oh, he's back on track now. It's all part of what you can do with it.
Yeah, I beat Fart Bucket, but I wouldn't consider that on track.
Well, we'll see how this one goes. We're getting there. We got Luke Gray defeating LJ, which rhymes in a amusing way.
Are you passing up Bastion on purpose?
I did. I just noticed
son
Bastion.
Of a bitch.
Care one. He's a Bastion.
And look at that. So we had a half of the tag team champions took a loss here. So,
and that's interesting because that might actually start to stake a claim for the UVC making a tag title run. That's the first tag champ loss in a while.
I like
so
the way you're
maybe what happens if it's team versus team? Now what happens?
Yeah, but let's be honest though. Over at Hell in a Cell, Bastion and Jut were supposed to be in a tag match. They were supposed to take on, I believe, who the fuck? I think they were supposed to take on the Simple Creatures or somebody like that. I forgot who it was supposed to be. But Jut no-showed yet again, and that definitely slipped them down the ranks, I assume. So as much as, as good as it is that Bastion gets a win, I mean, me and the UVC, we have to be, understanding that a no-show definitely does hurt a little bit, that they're going to have to work back up from that. But a win, win's fun. Win's good. It's always good to win.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of, Luke Gray beat LJ, and yes,
another house show.
That's another house show. Yes, exactly.
Can he? We need we're gonna start down a countdown clock. Can he do it? We need
it's
to see
like a honkometer, right?
Yeah, we need to see how many more house shows are left, and we need to see, can Luke Gray go an entire calendar year, 2019, and not lose a single house show? That will be.
I think it's just Final Battle.
Wow, in the perfect pay-per-view name too. Final Battle.
Yeah. We got Crown Jewel, we got NXT and Survivor Series.
Yeah.
We got TLC, and we got Final Battle.
You're right.
Full Gear.
There it is. Oh, so 2 shows. Full Gear.
Full Gear might change everything.
Full Gear and Final Battle are his last 2 to see if Luke Gray can finish the year undefeated.
God, I almost want to challenge him to Final Battle just to see if we can do it.
I never know. I mean, he beat me. He beat me and Bastion with Fart Bucket as his partner, so I feel like it's his fucking destiny. When that happens, I feel like it's his destiny to do it. But
Luke Gray has had so much fun with that. I'm looking forward to see what he does with it.
Yeah. 2 shows left. Let's see if he can do it. And he beat a good opponent. LJ was really good too. So I mean,
yes, LJ's got a title shot coming up. So yeah, that keeps him in the conversation for that too. So now Broken Nerd beat Buckend 5, 25-22.
2 originals right here. I love seeing this still.
And look at this next one. Crimson Cyborg has returned and beat Fart Bucket 32-4.
Yeah, I got a message on Discord out of the blue from Crimson Cyborg. It literally, it was a nice message. I won't read it word for word, but it was him being hyped up, saying that he's ready to return. He's like, I don't even care what store I'm in. I'm just excited to be back. I'm excited to do the JRPL again because it's been a while. I believe Survivor Series last year. It's almost been a full year since Crimson Cyborg has been around, and he is a original as well, a JRPL original. Cyborg,
his last feud was going to be in the Triple Threat as a Fatal 4 with us, me, you, and Woody.
Oh, that's
for the Canadian title at Slammiversary.
But
right. he had to drop out. He couldn't continue it, so we did an injury angle, and that was it. And he hadn't been back since until Survivor Series last year, and that was a one-off.
Yep, that was him coming back for, storyline purposes, coming back to help the solution. But yeah, super excited. Yes, some people, like, even when I brought it up on the creative to the creative team that said, hey, Crimson Cyborg is going to return, they're like, that's awesome that he's coming back. Like, I wish it would be for a main show, but hey, man, return's a return. Even though it's at Bound for Glory, even though it's a house show, he came in, got an easy win against Fart Bucket, as you do. But either way, it's super, super good to see him back in the JRPL, and I'm excited to see how he does and where he goes.
And you got to get that win over Fart Bucket to start it.
Oh yeah, I mean, come on, that's just come back as a job guy, do a little 2-second match, then get the crowd happy, and then walk out. That's pretty much what happened there.
Yep. Now the rest of the card, Payne and Mark Black beat Sugar Rush, 3J Platinum, and Cremador.
Yeah,
we have a new team, Sugar Rush. There,
we got 3 of 4 members here, 3 of 4 superstars in this match, all like new guys. Yep. I'm excited. Maybe you know this. I don't know if you know this or not. This is a creative question, but is Payne and Mark Black, did they request being a team? Do you know that? Or were they
do not know. I think they were okay with it. I don't know if they requested it, but I think they were cool with it.
Okay, because, man, seeing Aleister Black and The Fiend as a team, that looks fucking cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That looks good. And then on the other side, you got 3J Platinum and Cremador, John Cena and something L. I don't even. It's some Chikara guy where he wears a mask with it looks like an ice cream cone. If you're listening to this, so yeah, very interesting team there, and they have a team named Sugar Rush. So we're gonna see where they can go in the tag division because 3J is looking to stay in the tag division. He lost to their partner due to cheating, with Sax Blues. So, but we're gonna see if Cremador can be better luck for him.
And now we have Chappers beating Junction 35-18.
Surprise there. That's a shocker, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying Chappers is like a jobber. I'm just saying Junction is a more well-established, superstar, and Chappers has had a rough patch for the most part. He's found success in the tag division with Modstep, but as a solo act, he's been, he's not had much success. So that, to me, was a really big win for him here.
We got Vitamin Yes and Tom going to a no contest.
Question. You might not know the answer to this. Was Vitamin Yes in the no tie club going into this match?
I think he was.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
I think it was discussed. I think it was because I think he's not anymore.
Yeah, I'm not saying this would end it for him.
I think he was though. I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I may be wrong too, but I know he's the guy that keeps track of it, so I assumed he would be in the no tie club. But yeah, that would be heartbreaking for him as that club dwindles.
There's not many from like early on, so
no,
yeah,
not at all.
What's okay? You beat Gotanaku 38-13.
Yeah, one of the new guys, 3J's real life brother there comes in with a little Texas Tornado pick base. I'm where I need to be at the moment. I need to work my way back up, and Gotanaku, he thanked me for the match, and I thank him for the match. So good match there, bud.
I still want you at Mania. I still want that. That seems to be where the story was going.
Well, you can come down to the bottom of the card and get me.
No, to start winning more. Come on up.
Well, that too. I'll start winning more. How about that?
Yeah, start winning.
That sounds
more.
better. I like that.
You as a face versus me as a heel is completely backwards. But hey, if Miz and Daniel Bryan can do it, so can we.
Yeah, character wise, I have not been. I've been on the undercard, so I haven't been doing much character stuff as far as Bomber goes. The last real stuff we've seen from Bomber was more of a, Bomber's been this terrible fucking heel forever, but he has shown signs of being a face, trying to save the company from Hiroshi Moses and trying to, not let the company die, even though he lost and somebody else had to come in and save it. He did his best to try to save the company at the end of the day. So he's showing signs of not being such a bad heel. He hasn't really shown to be a great face, but he hasn't. He looks to be almost hinting at changing his ways a little bit. So
it's the long-term play. That's how I do my story.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's more long term for that. And plus, your last promo, the one you did in character, very Sammy Callahan like.
Yeah.
God damn, that was good. I loved everything about that.
Yeah, that was
so
because you know what, that was going into All Out, and I was not sure if I was going to even show up at All Out. That was more of just like a promo to do a promo type deal. And I ended up, obviously, I told the creative team if Hero shows up, I will show up and I'll face him. But yeah, that was just just doing a promo to do a promo pretty much. It wasn't even a guaranteed match at that point. It was fun.
So now we got the Cassius beating the Alpha Dog, Forever Chillin', and Daddy Fat Sack in a 4-way, and rounding it out, Mod Step beat Killmonger and Cade Gailey, who only got 4 points in a 3-way. And if I'm correct, Cade was late.
So was Killmonger, actually. So was Killmonger.
He was. But Cade was late, so he got -5.
Yeah, and he finished with...
And then only got like one thing right, which gave him a total of 4.
Yeah. Talk about a fall from grace here for Cade. He needs to... And I know he messaged me on Twitter all the time about, God, I can't get a win anymore. He was right up there as a top Road Warrior champion, and he's definitely, like I said, fallen from grace. He's having a really hard time right now. He's got to get back to winning ways. But I will say I have a bone to pick with this booking here. You probably guessed what I'm already going to say, but I did not like the way this match was booked because you have two people that showed up late for -5 with Killmonger and Cade Gailey. Yes, there may have been already Killmonger versus Modstep. They kind of already posted it like they're going to face each other, and then they realized Cade Gailey posted even later, so they took him and added him to the match. Now, for me, if I was booking, I would have put Modstep in another match and not gave him such a clear advantage over Killmonger and Cade Gailey because both of them...
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, both of them came in at a -5. And again, this is just how I like it, and I would have liked to have seen it done. But I don't like giving people... Because we're more of a... yes, we role play, we create stories, we do all this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, it's mainly competition. And this is giving him like a straight advantage. Now, if this was on the main card, I think it's a little bit different, but this is on the bottom card, kind of a match that isn't that important right now. So I think you can just shuffle some stuff around to not give someone such a clear advantage. So just in my opinion, that's just me throwing my opinion out.
When you're kind of filling in the card later, it's one of those matches, so you try to put them together and get what you get. Yeah. So I get you.
I hope, they don't have to listen to me. This is just my opinion. I just hope going forward, maybe if this does happen again, maybe it's a little more fairly selected for who faces who. Because you really do put Killmonger and Cade Gailey in a bad situation, a big mountain to climb up. I know it's just 5 points, but still 5 points is 5 points. Mm-hmm. And yes, they did post late, but you know what I'm saying. I just want to throw that out there. That's just my opinion. That's what we do here. So I just wanted to throw it out there.
Yeah. And now looking through it, Crimson Cyborg actually got his first squash. He earned that one.
That's funny. That's funny.
Hawk won a hardcore match. He's the UV champ, but hadn't had a hardcore match that he's won yet. He's had like death matches and shit, but not
death match, Hell in a Cell, Ultimate X. That's hilarious. That he's the UV champion and won his first hardcore match. That's great. That's awesome.
Cassius won his 5th JRPL match. LJ got match of the night, something I still don't have. Payne got 200 career points, and Alpha Dog got 1,000.
Wow, that's pretty quick for Payne to get 200 points. I feel like he's very new, so congrats to him getting the 200 there.
Yeah.
And Alpha Dog, 1,000 is always a good milestone, so congrats to Alpha Dog too.
Now, Crown Jewel is coming up, and for everybody listening, it's Thursday. It's 1 p.m., and I think there is a pre-show. Yeah. So your picks are due like 11 a.m. Eastern on Thursday.
Yes, there are going to be people that miss the deadline. It's 100% guaranteed.
100%.
Yeah.
So, like, do your picks before Wednesday, for crying out loud. Like, the card's filled out. It's all there. So once the page goes up, do them. Because you don't want to be thinking about it like, all right, 5 o'clock, time for my picks, and the show's half over.
Yep.
Or even more than that by that point. So, get them in. But we got a lot of matches on here. We got the world title, JD versus the Fit.
Do you want to start at the top or start from the bottom? Let's start from the bottom.
Do you want bottom? Okay, let's go to the bottom. Let's go to the
bottom. We haven't really got to do this that often. Let's go through and give our predictions on who we think is going to win. How about that?
Okay. Well, there's the fill-in matches as we'll get, and we do have a kickoff show match.
Yeah.
We got the Reaction versus Matt and Rab, who are established of a team, but they're kind of the fart bucket team.
Yeah,
they're not that great, so
yeah, they're more of the bottom tier tag teams, kind of the gatekeepers almost. Like a lot of new teams face them. But then again, you just had Rab beat JD, the world champion, not long ago. So who the hell knows, right? I would definitely say if I had to predict, yes, I would definitely go with a Reaction here. It should be a win. Matt Zion can get really wild with his picks. Rab, I assume will probably carry the team, but I still think Reaction's probably you definitely never know. But I'm gonna go with Reaction, I think, for the win. On this.
Same. Yeah, same.
Yeah.
We have an open challenge by Vitamin Yes.
Yeah. Now I think. Did I hear that this is for the vacant Saudi Arabia title? Like the weird. I didn't even know. By the way, like the Saudi Arabia title, kind of like. The Canadian title is, a made up fun title that we've had for a while. And that was a strict, like, you created it and we started having matches and stuff. The Saudi Arabia title, kind of did not have this straightforward, like debut. I feel.
No,
I feel like it was kind of a joke.
It came from that.
Yeah.
Because I think Vitamin had the Canadian title. And he's like, I'm the Saudi champ too. Like he did that. So I was all for that, but it then started being traded in the JRPL PL. Like people predicting our matches.
Okay.
With predictions. I've not followed that, so I can't say to that, but I'm pretty sure last I heard is that Warden won it. And Warden retired.
Yeah, okay.
So who has it? Is it actually going to be there? I don't know.
I heard, I guess I don't know for sure, but I heard that it was rumored to be for the vacant title. So this might be.
They might be bringing it back then, yeah.
And I may be wrong. I could be totally wrong, but I swear I read this somewhere. That Vitamin
I know that was the plan. Yeah. It would be Vitamin Saudi title was what.
Yeah, so who knows? We'll see. Who do you think is going to accept the challenge? Now, do you know already? You can be honest if you know.
I have no idea. I honestly didn't realize there was an open challenge till I saw this right now. I was like, oh, cool.
Okay.
So I truly don't know. I knew that he was going to do a Saudi thing, but I didn't know what exactly. So I truly have no idea.
All right.
I got nothing. I don't know.
Okay. Well, who are you going to pick? Are you going to put Vitamin Yes or the question marks?
I think Vitamin. Vitamin's a tough one. I think he's going to have it.
I mean, I guess he called himself the Saudi Arabia champion before, so I don't know. I guess I'll go with him too because there's no telling who the hell it's going to be.
Yeah, that didn't work for me. That was the Canadian champion. But
you know what? That's right.
I digress.
That's right. I'll just go with him for the sake of who the hell knows.
Yeah.
I'm going with Vitamin Yes.
Now we've got the solution, Beer Me and Boss, because Warden's gone, against the Enigmas, Blissful Enigmas, excuse me, Adnex and Junction.
I have a question right off the bat. What the hell? Okay, so I have not been, up in the know of this card, this booking for the show. There's some things that I did see, and most of it I did not. Why is Beer Me tagging with Legit Boss right now? Can I get some? Woody's not even booked for the show. Where's Woody at?
I have no idea.
He's not on the undercard. He's not on the main card. He's not even in the scheduled to appear.
Maybe he's the open challenge.
Oh shit! Did I just ruin that shit?
I don't know, but I started thinking I was gonna say it was Ward, but maybe it's Woody.
Oh shit! Okay, well we'll pretend like I didn't say that. And either way, though, Beer Me and Legit Boss, I have not seen this. I don't think this has happened yet, has it?
Maybe like last year. Here and there. I know Woody was doing the rounds, teaming with Beer Me and stuff, and Warden, but I don't know if Boss and Beer Me have.
I think this is a first. It's interesting. The reason behind this because Adnex and Junction, I know obviously they've teamed several times now, and like the Boss and Beer Me don't really have any beef with the Enigmas right now. They're going against Legends of New School, so I don't really. I guess it's kind of just a tag team match to see where how it goes.
It could be just establishing teams for the future too. See where things are at. Yeah,
maybe Beer Me and Legit Boss might be entering the tag division. Who knows?
Well, I've made the open challenge for the longest time where I want in round 1 of the Tag Classic.
Oh,
I want what happened last time and time before that.
I am well aware. I am well
Damn
aware.
right. We got to do it again.
Yeah,
so
that's a long ways out. Who knows where we'll be tag team division wise.
And the best part of the story is if I lose in the first round, I'll be so upset. But that's the fun of it. So yeah. But speaking of building towards stuff, we got Nathan 8K with the Stolen Lasso versus Redhead. So he's making the rounds with my Survivor Series team.
So we know he beat Midnight Rider, and then I guess who else did he fight? Anybody else on your team? Or is that
just me.
I
think I faced him forever ago, but I don't even remember how that went.
That's okay.
I think it was like Blackpool. I beat Buck, and I beat him right after. I think, that was forever ago. So yeah.
Yeah, that's real. So yeah, this will be to see if he can beat. What if he just goes through and just single-handedly beats all your people? You gonna feel sad? You gonna be worried?
I'll take him on one-on-one.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Final battle. I'll be the final one. Can you make it all year? Can you do it?
There you go.
See, that's what I love about the stories. You can just kind of end up with stuff like that.
Yep.
That was not part of the plan whatsoever with the whole I'm attacking JD, the world champion. I'm fighting with Team No Chance now. Okay, sure.
Mm-hmm.
They bring him in because I happened to attack them because we needed a way to end that match. And now I end up with a feud with him potentially. Cool. I'm all for that. That's fun. I like that stuff.
I like it.
Right? It's great. It kind of works out that way. Speaking of things working out that way, the UVC versus AHMF, Tigress and Green Machine.
Wow.
Now, that might be going to what we said before about a tag title chance.
Yeah.
This AHMF might have lost, but can UVC beat them right now and earn a shot?
Yeah.
Not that it is for a shot, but that's got to be something, right? Because
I feel like this is a pretty high-profile tag match here for these guys. Obviously, Spring Tigers and the Green Machine are always, going to be higher up, especially since they're former tag champs. But let's be honest, UVC has not had the best track record against AHMF at all. Like, even me thrown in there as well. We have not done very well against those guys. So we're definitely going to have to do some good game planning going into this. And I'm going to make sure, I'm going to be like, Jut, as soon as you're done typing your shit about what you think, you go submit it right now.
Yeah, you make him do it. Yeah,
because he always that's the thing. He does talk about the picks with us. It's not like he just doesn't show up and we don't hear from him. He just goes black. No, he talks the picks out for all of these shows that he's not been to. He no showed. He's talked his picks out. He just doesn't submit them. So we are gonna be more heavily like, yo, do it, submit them right now, go.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's an important match.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity for him. I think their last match probably would have been as well, but they didn't get it, so they definitely need to cash in on this chance right here. This is big for them. They've wanted those tag team titles forever, so you know me, I hope they get them, but we'll see how they fare in Saudi Arabia.
And I think they'll win that one. Oh, I didn't mention. I think I'm pulling for Red, obviously, but I kind of want Nathan to win just because I like that story you came up with about him beating Team.
Yeah, we didn't do the tag match either. I
think Solution's going to win that one.
I'm going to go Solution as well. And you're going Red against Nathan?
I am, even though I kind of hope Nathan does just for the story, but I'm picking Red for that, yeah.
You know what?
And then UVC.
I'm going Nathan. I'm going to pick Nathan. I think he is going to do it. I think he's going to go through and start beating your team. So I'm picking Nathan.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to pick UVC, of course.
Well, yeah, that one's obvious.
Can't not. That's a JRPL PL top block right there, baby.
Well, now we've got Jace versus Wookie, the former champion.
Yeah. This is one of the matches where this was a question mark left on the card, and I was asking the creative team, who's going to fill that other spot out, and they threw out this match right here. And again, there's no real story going into this, but it's more of a Wookie earned a spot on this card through his, Road Warrior title performance. So we're going to see if he can, keep that momentum going, even though he lost the title. Yes. But he's definitely earned his spot in the top of the card. So, and Jace has always been a serious threat as of late. So we'll see. Yep. We'll see how this goes. Should be just almost like a featured, exhibition. Who can, better man win type deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who you picking though?
Jace.
I'm going Wookie.
Wookie's hard to bet against.
I'm going Wookie. He's been doing good this year. I'm going.
There's one
Wookie.
little blip. He'll be back on track.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. Next one. Top Block champion CT Martin against me, non-title.
So, what is the thought process behind this match?
I attacked him.
Okay.
When Red had her whole thing, and CT's been being attacked by these guys, like these goons.
Mm-hmm.
And CT's confronted Red about it, like, was it you? Was it you? This was the last show. And it's like, no, it wasn't me. And like slapped him, but not like an attack, but we're just like, stop it, you're being dumb. Like this, slap him. He kind of goes to retaliate, and then I clothesline his face off. It's like, what the? And that was me attacking the champion, because all champions are unworthy, as I've said.
Mm-hmm.
But it was also, the misdirect about helping Red and Red coming at the end. So this is him wanting his revenge against me. We're also 1-1 in singles matches.
Oh, okay.
So there's a bit of history here in this. So can I beat him? Can I get a Top Block title shot out of it?
Well, he has been on a slide as of late. Mm-hmm. So he just lost to the two, the tag team champions in singles matches. So
yep, he also beat the world champ. So
yeah, he did do that, which is a big win.
That all feeds in the stuff that I can work with and build with. So yeah.
Yep. So
plus CT's fun to have matches with. He'll be on board for stuff, but it's gonna be weird. It's not like a submission match. I got to make a normal match. I don't know. I got to like step back as far as my craziness of the match building and go with something normal here. So yeah.
So you're obviously picking CT to win, right?
No.
Oh,
it's me. Yeah. Oh, I'm pretty confident on this one. Though to be fair, CT was tough. Like I barely beat him by like a point the first time.
Yeah.
And it was close when he beat me. So it's rough. So I can see this go either way. Legit. I don't know. I'm pulling for me, obviously.
I'm gonna go for Scott. You as well. I'm gonna pick Scott as well. Only because CT has lost his last two singles matches in non-title matches. So I think he's shook. I think he's a little he's on the ropes right now.
You think I got him? Okay.
I think I'm gonna go with you for this one. Don't let me down now, obviously.
Oh, of course not. No.
But yeah.
And now, because this is part of the fun that I have with it. It's like I'm always or close to being the top match that's not for a title.
Mm-hmm.
Because the rest of the matches on the card, they're all for titles.
Yep, 4 title matches.
It's a bit of an Austin Aries gimmick of like, give me the belt kind of thing. But it's like, they're all unworthy champions. It should be me. At least they're all finally goddamn defending their titles. So there is that.
Mm-hmm.
We start with the tag titles. The Legends versus Simple Creatures. Can Mod Step win the gold?
Oh, yeah. We've been down that
road. We joked about
before.
it last time, and here he is for the tag title.
Yep, they beat the Awesome Hooded Motherfuckers on the last main show, the Hell in a Cell. They won. So, yeah, this is that was pretty much a unofficial number one contender match, it looked like. So now they're getting this opportunity. Mm-hmm. But Kier 1 and Lucha Warrior have looked so good. I'm going to go with them again. I think they're going to retain. Same. And, I still like I want Mod Step to eventually win a title, but also the story of him always getting there and then losing is so fun.
I love it.
I know that sucks for him, but the story, it makes for a story.
So, I love it. Like I said, I kind of love the fact that he's gone for every title, and I want him to get a Canadian title shot just because.
Yeah.
Just give him all of it. Do everything.
I think this is the last title that he has not challenged for yet, and this is his.
Yeah, and he's never won one.
And he's challenged for every title now after this show.
And he's always earned the shot. So it's like, oh my God.
Of course. So we're going to see, like I said, him and Chappers have done good. Chappers has not had a lot of success as a singles act, like I said earlier, even though he did get a big win. But as a team, they've done pretty good. So I think it's definitely a match to watch. Don't sleep on either team. It may be match of the night. So we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm. We got the Road Warrior title, GMSG. Starting his third reign, if I remember correctly, too, when he started his second reign, it was a defense in Saudi, if I remember, so that's interesting. But it's against Ash.
Yeah, wow. Okay, so this match, looking at it on paper here, is huge.
That's the main event.
The Road Warrior title is, it's starting to get caught up into, the main event upper card scene. Well, that's going to happen when you have like guys that win it and are constantly, performing well. But man, Ash versus GMSG, that like you said, that could easily be a main event on a lot of shows. So
yeah,
this is a really bright spot for the Road Warrior title right now. This is probably one of the highest spots it's ever been in. spotlight wise, I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So as far as picking a winner, who are you going with?
GMSG is hard to bet against, but so is Ash. I think GMSG is going to retain it. He seems to be able to get the belt and then hang on to it for a bit. Even only 2 or 3, but I think he was going to keep it for a bit.
You know what? He has both of his other title reigns have been lengthy. He's had several defenses on both of those runs, but I just got a hunch now. And the JRPL, PL, or whatever it is, I've already made my picks, and I think I'm completely like not picking everything I picked there. I'm just going off gut reactions here as we're talking, and I may have picked GMSG in that, but I'm going with Ash here. I'm just getting this.
On that.
Yeah, I'm just getting this weird feeling that his other 2 runs have been very successful, and this one might be a hiccup. This one might be a whoa, what just happened? Because Ash is amazing. Ash is very good. So
don't forget, he lost it to Cade Gailey, did he not, for his second one?
Yes,
and that was out of nowhere, and then Cade run wild with it. So
yep,
maybe that's what Ash can do with this too.
Yep. So I mean, I'm gonna go with Ash. I'm gonna pick Ash here.
Okay. Next we have that ladder match for the Ultra Violent title that LJ earned against Hawk.
That's right. Man, so as we talked about earlier, Hawk has been losing a lot of matches, non-title matches, except for Bound for Glory. He got to win, but he always wins, or so far he's always, stepped up with the title on the line. This is another match that isn't necessarily a hardcore match where he's not going to lose points. It's a ladder match where he just has to get stuff correct in a row. He's won an Ultimate X match, which is pretty similar to the same stipulations. He beat me in that match, as well as 2 other people. LJ, I don't know, man. I'm obviously me and him have our history together, but I always look back on that as good times, and I'm just no hard feelings, LJ. But I think I'm going with Hawk. I think I'm gonna go with Hawk here,
and I'm picking LJ. I think
really.
This is his time. I think he's taking it. Yeah.
Okay. This would be a premier time, and put a lot of spotlight on LJ, so that would be fantastic for him. But then again, man, it's hard to bet against the Legends of New School because look who I've been picking. I picked Ash. I picked Kier 1 and Lucha Warrior. Oh shit, I picked Wookiee, didn't I? Either way. But for the most part, I'm picking almost all Legends of New School. I'm going with Hawk. They're on top, man. It's hard. When Solution was on top, it was hard to bet against them.
Yep. I can't fault you on that. Yeah.
When UVC was on top, even though you hated us, even though everyone hated us, it was hard to pick against us. Mm-hmm. And right now, Legends New School they're in that same boat, so it's hard to pick against them. And
then we have the main event, Jay Dionio against the Finn. And this is the Finn's attempt to regain the title he had for about 5 minutes.
Yeah. I hope this helps people because the Finn hasn't really been looked at, I don't think, as when you think of JRPL main eventers, I don't think the Finn's immediately going to pop up in your mind. I think the same way Ash was not, a while back, but Ash has, worked his way and won over, the everybody's thoughts as being a top guy, top main event talent. Now Finn, I don't think he's at that point yet, even though he's a world champion. Yes, he only had it for 5 minutes, but he just won the main event at Hell in a Cell. He consistently wins main events. If it wasn't for the cash in, he would be our world champion right now.
Yeah, he won the contendership match. He went on to win the main event there.
Yep.
Yeah,
he would be our world champion if JD did not cash in. That's the bottom line. He would still be the world champion.
And if I remember correctly, I am going to go back and look, but I think he had a better score than I did. So if he defended against me at All Out, I think he would have retained it.
Well, there you go. Yeah,
I'm double checking because I was still having that match at All Out.
Yeah,
with the champ. So I'm digging to see what that was.
Yep. I'm just hoping that, like I said, I just hope people will now, regardless of the outcome, he may win, he may lose here, but regardless of the outcome, I hope people look at Finn and then they realize he is a top guy in the JRPL. He's definitely earned it. He's been in the JRPL for over 2 years now, and he's the real deal, man. People need
and he would have retained over me 30-35. He would have beaten me it all out. So yeah. You know me. I love that feud with Ash forever ago.
Sure.
And I was talking that one up all the time. It was my favorite feud. of last year easily. And to see him get the title is awesome, and to have it stolen, oh, that's heartbreaking. Like, he literally didn't even get to hold his own championship before JD cashed in and took it.
Yep. And Finn.
Oh, that's so good. But yeah, this is the worthy way back. He overcame his old feud, the guy who he took the title from. He beat him again.
Yep.
And now he's here to get the guy who beat the title from him. Oh, it's good.
And he is a dirty heel. He's got his hammer as his weapon of choice that he's used dirty tactics all the time. But even when you think back, I know Finn may slip out of people's minds because he's not an active Discord member. He's not always, tweeting all the time at Jabbar Radio and stuff. So he's not, necessarily seen as much. But he did message me. It was his idea for that best of 5 series against Ash. He messaged me on Twitter. He sent me a DM. And he asked for that. So if going back all the way to, what broke out Ash and Finn was the one that came up with that idea. So I'm telling you guys, you need to not sleep on Finn. Having said that, I'm picking JD to win.
Yeah.
But don't sleep on Finn is what I'm saying.
JD better win. Because he's going into the Survivor Series with that belt. He better fucking keep it. Because I'll be pissed if he doesn't.
If that will,
I don't give a shit anymore.
That will really throw a monkey wrench into the operation. But man,
I'll go Finn hunting. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'll have my match, but I'm going after him. I'm going after the champions. It doesn't matter who holds it.
This match
I'm title hunting
is a big deal because this could change the whole landscape of the main event scene if JD loses. And he's been losing lately. Yes, he won against Red, but that was at a house show. He's lost consistently before that. So
he literally he beat me at All Out at the end of August.
Yeah, and I guess that you're right. That's not a house show technically. That was
but that's it.
Yeah.
He beat Red. He hasn't won otherwise.
That's true. I mean,
it's been 2 months. It's real bad.
If you look at the momentum, Finn has a ton more. I should be picking Finn actually, but I'm just going with what I want. Wait, you are picking Finn?
Yeah, I think he's gonna spoil it.
Oh.
Which think of it.
Oh,
think of last time when Woody was world champion with the Global Solution versus the UVA. And they had the best of 5. Asher in the title shot came in and took the title away from the War.
He did.
Who did he do it? It was Finn. Finn was the other guy. And here comes Finn trying to do it again.
Yep.
Now he's trying to take the title out of the main event Survivor Series picture. I think he's going to do it.
Wow. Well, I'm predicting.
I like it.
I'm going with JD. I'm hoping it doesn't happen, but then again, it's going to be a whole lot more interesting if he does win. The Finn, that is. So we will see.
He better keep it. If he does lose it, oh my God, the amount of promos I'll do about him being unworthy. Oh my God, it's gonna be great. Yeah, and they'll go after Finn.
And then what would happen with Finn at Survivor Series? Who knows? We'll see. We'll have to see if he wins.
Who knows? Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, no, it should be a lot of fun. Again, get your picks in before noon on Thursday.
Yes, don't no show.
God.
I'm gonna have to message Finn. Because he's in the main event for the title, and he lived, I believe, I don't know if he's really in Finland or not, but I am gonna message him so he doesn't forget that it's
we might want to put some posts out, some feelers to be like, hey guys, heads up.
Yeah.
Don't forget, it's a weird time. So
yeah, especially with all these titles on the line, because anything can happen in Saudi.
Yeah. Now the other stuff to mention, there's Full Gear. We don't have anything set for that. Yeah, there'll be a Road Warrior match, obviously, but nothing else is set. We'll see that fallout from this one, but that's November 8th or 9th or 7th?
November 9th, yeah.
Yeah, so it's coming quick. So it's going to be a week after this.
I just want to clarify something for people. This is AEW going back to house shows for the JRPL. So this will be treated as a house show because All Out was only treated as a main show because it was thought to be the last show. That's the only reason. So if you're thinking, well, it was a main show last time, it's only because of that one circumstance. So AEW will be a house show here still.
Yeah.
Now that might change later going into 2020 when AEW gets bigger and move their way up. But right now, it's still a house show. So just want to clarify that for anybody.
And then we also have TakeOver War Games, which, aside from having a War Games match, has nothing set. That's the day before Survivor Series.
Yep. I have no clue what to expect for that. That's no idea.
I know the guys are working on that, but yeah. The fun part about that is that's the day before Survivor Series, and that's their first time dealing with that.
Yeah, good luck, buddies. Good luck.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough. I can guarantee whatever my stuff is will be written beforehand, and who's the winner? Plug it in, done. Like that's the only way to do that one.
Yep.
Because Survivor Series is the day after.
Yep.
That's the end of November.
The last big show of the year.
So for Survivor Series, we have 2 official matches right now. Well, 3. We're mentioning the third. Yeah. But yeah, there's Team Scott versus Team JDonio. The graphic, which looks awesome, Bomber. Thank you again for these. Myself with the Rider and Redhead flanking me, and 2 unknowns. They'll be announced, obviously, before Survivor Series. I'm not going to wait that long. You'll know them soon. Against Team JDonio, which is the world champion for now. JD with Vitamin Yes, Lily Pilly, Buckhan 5, and over there is the Drifter himself, Nathan 8K, rounding out his squad.
Now, I want to point out that there is a question mark there as well. Lily Pilly has not been seen for a while, so who knows? That could be another wild card that we may have to see with JD's team. So just want to throw that out there.
I legitimately am on my side trying. I don't have it locked in, but who would be a backup if someone no-shows? Because you never know.
Yeah,
I've got that in the back of my mind because I've never been like the team captain. It's a fun, awesome thing that scares me because who do I pick for the backup? Ah, shit. So I'm working on that, and I presume JD is working on that too, just in case. Especially with the way Lily's been, I hope so. So
yes, and also, by the way, nobody's heard from Lily Pilly lately. So, like, if anybody knows Lily Pilly or knows how to contact Lily Pilly, please reach out to her. Make sure everything's okay, because literally she's disappeared, dropped off the face of the planet since All Out.
Yeah, she was in Discord a lot, and
has never shown back up since, and nobody knows how else to reach her. So we also want to hopefully she knows she's okay. So
yeah, if you just cut ties, fair enough. But yeah, we do want to know if everything's okay for sure.
Yeah, so just heads up on that.
And on the other side, we have. The way it's written is Global versus the Legends. So we've got the GMSG with AHMF members Spring Tigress and the Green Machine teaming with Solution members Beer Me and Legit Boss.
It's a form of the old Global Solution. So they're not completely dead yet, the whole Global Solution, even though them bitches lost last year in Survivor Series. There's a little bit of them left around.
Now, I think there was talk about it was going to be called like Solution as the short form for it, but there's more AHMF members than Solution members. So yeah, Global makes sense for that.
Yeah.
And the Legends team.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say the absence of Woody in this match is mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, you got to think he's a backup though.
Yeah.
And the flip side, the Legends, it's Ash. I'm trying to remember. It's Lucha Warrior, Ash, KR1, Hawk,
and Jace.
Jace, thank you. I was like, I forget who the names. The newer guys, I'm still trying to put together with the face and the names sometimes.
Jace,
so,
Villain. Yeah, and Sammy Callahan's kind of like hidden a little bit there, so that might be hard to see. But yeah. So if you look at them right now, there's 3 champions right there.
Yes.
Now I don't know if they're going to have that come Survivor Series, but right now,
yes. And to be fair, I mean you got GMSG, and up on mine you've got JD. So
that's true. Yeah, and GMSG is facing Ash for the Road Warrior title coming up this week.
Oh god, that's right.
At Crown Jewel. So we'll see.
So yeah, things can definitely change. As far as for mine, I obviously am picking my team, even though people don't know who all the members are. But yeah, team no chance. Whatever. Yeah. To be completely honest, I've said before, team no chance. You can call them no chance. That's their whole point. But they are not for nothing the literal best decorated team out there. GMSG has had this many teams. Tigress has had a lot of reigns, so maybe there's just the numbers are better for them. But Team No Chance is the only faction to have held every title. Not currently, but
that's true.
They've literally every single title, even the Canadian, they've had it at some point. No other faction has.
And
so
I think
that's why I quantify it.
I think Legends of New School can do that this week if Ash wins. if Ash wins the Road Warrior, I
think you're right.
They can claim that same title there, same name.
I think you're right. Yeah.
But
So,
yeah.
but I'm picking my team just because I'm more confident in my team.
Oh, we're talking about predicting this. Oh, that's good. We don't even know. I don't even.
Nah,
I can't predict.
Just throw it out there. It's unfair for anybody else to predict for mine because no one else knows who my teammates are.
Yeah,
So,
I was about to say.
fair enough. But the other team,
Yeah.
I can't pick against the Legends. I'm sorry, global peoples, but now you're facing all of them together. I don't think anybody's going to beat them.
It's funny. This is a very interesting graphic. If anybody is looking at the graphics, please look at this graphic right now. On the top you have global. On the bottom you have the Legends. This to me is on the top. We were talking about air. We've just entered a new era of the JRPL. The top to me is like the original era. We're talking about the main eventers, big name people on the top.
It's the TNA originals. It's the old guard.
Yeah, and on the bottom, that's the new era. These are the guys that are really kicking ass right now. These are the ones really pushing the envelope in really the top stable in the company. So this match right here is very interesting on paper for sure. So
I love it. I love everything about
it. If I had to pick, though, I said earlier, I kind of hinted at it earlier, you can't vote against Legends of New School right now, and I can't do it again. I'm going to have to say Legends. I know we'll probably do this again, and I may change my pick when we get closer to the show, but right now I'm still saying, man, can't go against Legends.
All the momentum is Legends right now, but who knows what happens at Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Everything could... So much is going to change on Thursday.
Hawk could lose his title. The Kier 1 and Lucha Warrior could lose their titles.
Yeah.
And Ash could lose his title match as well. They could all lose everything. So who knows? We'll see.
Oh, God, they could lose all their gold on Thursday.
They could. All of it.
Yep. Woo-hoo-hoo, I love it.
That's
the kind of stuff you go for, though. It's great.
Whole shift can change. But yeah, you ready to talk about this last Survivor Series match?
Yeah, this last Survivor Series match. So we've got the qualifying winners and how this will work. Let me find it here. We've got actual writing from the writing team. Let's see where that went here. So we're gonna pick these members. We're gonna go alternating. So like Team A, Team B.
Yep.
I presume the first picks are the captains. That's how I'm thinking it. And what's going to happen is much like last year with the called shot at opportunity, the highest scoring person on the winning team will get a future Top Lock championship match.
There it is.
So these guys are going for something. They are going for pride, and they are going against each other.
Yep.
That's part of the fun of a wild card.
They're going to have to get along. Yep.
They're going to get along because your team has to win. And unlike last year, where there was 2-1, if I remember correct, or was it a clean sweep? I forget.
It was clean sweep. It was 3-0.
Damn,
come on now. Come on. How you didn't forget?
No, that's right.
You didn't forget. Come on.
No, I legit for a second did, but I remember the moment I said it was like, no, it was clean. If, say, the UVA won 2-1, whomever got the higher points of the one other side would have gotten the shot. It was a weird situation.
Yeah, it was an overall winning side, of the war. Yep.
So even if the highest score is by someone on the losing side, they don't get it. You got to get the highest score on the winning side.
That's right. So here's the thing, man. First of all, Survivor Series matches, like, there's strategy that goes in. Like, this is one of the most strategic, I think, in the JRPL's like predicting stuff. This is one of the most strategic matches, besides maybe, submission or something like that. Matches when you're predicting, you really have to think, what is WWE going to put on first? Like, what match? You have to think about what match order they're going to put on, and you got to put a lot of points on those matches. So
and that happened last year because I put a lot of points on a bunk whatever nothing match, but it was early, so I survived.
That's what you got to do.
Yes.
There you go. So all these new guys that probably have no idea any strategy behind this match, they better look at the rules. They better look at something and think about this show. If you're listening to this right now and you're one of these new guys in this match, you need to think about where you're putting your confidence points.
And we can mention it right now, the base part of it. The first match that happens on the kickoff or whatever it is, when that match happens, all the scores are tallied. Whoever had the lowest is eliminated.
Yes. Yep. Somebody gets
and
eliminated
it goes
each match.
from there. Yeah.
Unless there's a tie, and then, read the rules. It's all in there. But somebody gets eliminated every match, whoever has the lowest score. So,
and I'm trying to remember, one of my favorite things last year or the year prior was like, I think it was Team UK versus USA. And like it was down to 1 versus 4, and the 1 eliminated almost everybody.
Yep.
Just the way the story works from that. And that's part of what I'm looking forward to with this. In just how the stories will play out with who gets eliminated and who survives and how that would be. Oh, I'm so excited for that.
And that's, I don't always like to, revert to my own past stuff all the time, but last year's Survivor Series match in my match with UVC and UVA, on my side of the Survivor Series match, we lost our 2 partners, and it was just me, Bastion, and Jut left against the other 5, and we came back and won.
You did. That was a hell of a lot of fun. I loved everything about that.
Yep. So
because that was so many characters and storylines intersecting.
Always a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And
so this is going to be the kind of the flip side, to bring in stories and characters to make something out of it.
Yeah, and Survivor Series generally is one of the most popular JRPL shows of the year. It's won, show of the year before. I don't think it won last year, but it won the first year. It's always a top contender, so there's always a lot of story, a lot of fun stuff, and it's always just exciting time in the JRPL. So, for all these people that we're about to decide from, congrats.
Yeah.
This is this match is a really fun match to be in. So,
and you talk about storyline and stuff like that, or strategy. The one match where we had it was Team JRPL versus the ladies. Yeah. We never picked any strategy. I know that. It was just a whatever match.
Well, true. Yeah.
We ended up, all 5 of us survived, by the way. It was hilarious.
Yeah, we skunked the girls.
And then last year, when we had ours, it was the only time I worked strategy out with my teammates.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I was like, what do you want from me? What do you need? Like, what? Let's work this out. Okay. Yep. I'll pick, okay, cool. You better believe I'm talking strategy this year. I'm team captain.
Oh, you're about to say, yeah, you're the captain.
I'm doing it.
Get some organization in there.
Yep. But let's see how these guys go, because it could be interesting.
So here we go. I am going
You've got the wheel, right?
I have the wheel decide, which we have used before with the JRPL, made famous by Fart Bucket, by the way. This is how he's been known to make his predictions sometimes.
Oh, God.
But if you're listening to this, if you're on YouTube listening to this, look at your monitor right now, because, the wheel is going to be there. You're going to be able to see the names as they spin and see who gets selected. So here, whenever you're ready, I will spin this first wheel to decide the first team captain.
Yeah, I'm actually just bringing up a document myself so I can keep track along with you.
Because I do not have that, so that's great. Good. Good.
See, we're a team. We got this.
There you go.
We got this.
There you go.
Okay, so Team A, the captain, and we're gonna call them Team A and Team B. Yeah. Or we could do it like I saw someone do it in a funny way. It's Team A and Team 1. That way, nobody's second. But no, it's Team A and B. The captains can name whatever they want from there, but it's Team A and Team B. Wild card A, wild card B.
Or we can just whoever the captains are, like. If Super Hippo gets to be Team Super Hippo or something. Who knows?
Oh, yeah, we'll go from there. But we don't even know who that is yet.
Yep. So here we are.
We don't even know.
I'm about to roll. I'm about to spin. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, spin. It is spinning. It is spinning. Wow! Okay, so the first team captain is one of the more notorious jobbers, on the show. But hey, this could be his time to shine. CJ Blackthorne is the first team captain.
I kind of love it. I like that. That's cool. That's what I kind of wanted from this. I wanted unexpected, interesting stuff.
All right, so I'm going to apply changes. I have removed CJ Blackthorne. So we are going to find out the opposing team captain right now. It is spinning.
And remember, I'm not seeing this, guys. I'm listening to Bomber. So when he says the name, when he goes, wow, I don't know what's up.
All right. It is Creamador. Creamador, a brand new member. Creamador is the captain, and CJ Blackthorne is the other captain. We got
veterans, we got new guys, so this could be interesting.
We already have a crazy Survivor Series team right off the bat with the captains. Okay, so going over to CJ's team, this is going to be his first member. It is spinning. It is.
I say Team A and Team B, and we get Team C versus Team C. Look at that.
Yep. Gotanaku is selected. He is on CJ Blackthorne's team. Gotanaku. All right, let me remove him from the list and apply changes. All right, so let's see who's on Creamador's team. The wheel's spinning. And it is another newcomer, Pain. Pain and Creamador. This could be the brand new team here.
Interesting. Okay.
All right. There's still plenty of new people and some originals with Super Hippo on here.
Super Hippo's in here, which I kind of love. That's a cool veteran thing.
It's all jobbers and new people and Super Hippo.
Yeah.
The 2017 Superstar of the Year.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Back to CJ's team. Who is his third member? Forever Chillin'. Forever Chillin', which I believe... Is that the Stone Cold guy? Is that the guy who picked Stone Cold?
I think so. I'm looking right now. Forever Chilling.
It's in the Bound for Glory.
Yeah, there's nothing on Hell in a Cell, so I don't see it.
Yeah, it's in the Bound for Glory. It is Forever Chillin' is Stone Cold, yes.
Okay.
Stone Cold pick base, that is.
Interesting.
All right. So is this Creamador's team? This next one?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. It's spinning. The wheel spins, and it lands on... XO Kev. XO Kev joins Creamador's team.
All right. That's so. Oh, these are weird teams.
They
but
are
again,
very
that's
strange.
the idea, right? I kind of love it.
All right, we have 4 names left: Cassius, Super Hippo, the Alpha Dog, and Daddy Fat Sack.
That's a group, isn't it?
It is, and here's
it's great.
the spin.
This is fun. This is fun already. Just imagine how the match is going to go.
And there it is. Super Hippo goes to CJ Blackthorn's team.
That's good.
He's got to be like the favorite of all of these names, like the most high profile guys. So
absolutely, I think so. Yeah.
All right, so over to Creamador. 3 names left. The wheel spins, and it lands on Cassius. Cassius, it is.
Okay.
Okay, final 2 names: Alpha Dog and Daddy Fat Sack. Let's see who lands on CJ Blackthorn's team. Spin.
And we know the other is on Creamador.
All right. The Alpha Dog is on CJ Blackthorn's team, and Daddy Fat Sack goes over to Creamador's team. So there you go. We can now create the other graphic.
So we have Team CJ versus Team Cream.
God. There it is. Team Cream.
The Cream Team.
The Cream Team. Oh, please.
Cream Team.
Yeah, that's got to be it. It has to be Cream Team.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's not the Dream Team. It's the Cream Team.
It's the Cream Team. Perfect. Okay, so we will be able to get that graphic out now that we know the teams. So if you want to read them off one more time, just because we were kind of back and forth, so let's just do one at a time.
So Team A, Team CJ Blackthorn, Team CJB, I don't know what team he wants to call it, but that team has Gotanaku, Forever Chillin', former Road Warrior champion, the Super Hippo, I got this really, and the Alpha Dog.
There it is.
Versus the Cream Team, Creamador, Pain, Exo, Kev, Cassius, and Daddy Fat Sack.
I will tell you one thing. Knowing Exo Kev, in real life, he's going to be very happy that Daddy Fat Sack is on his team, as well as being on Team Cream Team. So he will be very excited about that when he finds that out. So that should be fun. But there you go, guys. There you go. We have our 3rd Survivor Series. So now the only team we're waiting on is your damn team over there.
Oh, don't worry. People might find out in Saudi.
There. Oh, okay. We might find out in Saudi. I like it.
Oh, by might, I mean will.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Guaranteed.
Stuff's going down. Oh, yeah. It's on.
All right. Well, I don't really have much else. We hit on everything. We got everybody caught up. We talked about the upcoming shows and the Survivor Series matches.
We did. Now, we've said a lot of times before, but wanting to do this more often because we can. The power rankings are still going and stuff like that. They're after every main show. WWE, NXT is kind of the thing. So we're trying to get that more often. But we need to do it more often. So that might be happening. We might be changing things up to make that happen more often. That's an ongoing thing. We'll have more on that as we go.
Yep.
I don't know what else to say about that aside from that is kind of the plan. We want to make it more often. Yeah. I'll just kind of leave it at that for now as part of the plan because this one this one's been a long time trying to get this one for weeks now,
and we definitely had we were waiting on the Survivor Series match too, so so we had to get that in as
Yeah,
quickly as we could.
that's kind of why this happened tonight. I was going to record something for that one way or the other.
Yep.
Was kind of how I was looking at it. Like, even if we didn't do a Would You Talk, I do a recording for the Survivor Series.
And yeah, because Scott brought up the point that back in the day, like, I would record little videos just to recap certain shows and stuff. Some of them were long, some of them were short. We might go back to doing more of that more often on the official JRPL, which you're on right now, obviously. The official JRPL YouTube channel. I actually thought of doing... Well, you know what? I can't really do it now because I was thinking about getting 2K20 and doing some more like simulation stuff, like actual JRPL simulation stuff. Yeah. But I kind of, I'm balking on getting the game. So
it's kind of garbage right now.
Yeah,
apparently.
That's why. But
19 will work. You're good with 19.
Yeah. So just we might be posting more, current content on the YouTube channel in the the days to come, the months to come, or whatever. So. Just keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, it might not have the name Would You Talk for that kind of stuff. It might change up. We're not quite sure what to do from that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Like Woody's not been on as much. Obviously, stuff happens. We go from there. But we want the show must go on. So is it change up? Do we have that one for when he's on? We just don't know. But anybody knows I like to talk about this stuff. I talked about it on my stream before you were even doing your videos or when you were doing yours. So
yeah.
Combine, bring it together, and we can do something with that. I don't know. And we've got a whole booking team now, and we could always have them on too.
That's
here
true.
And there for some of your questions.
Yeah, because now that I'm not as involved, I want to ask these questions. Because before I was able to give every detail on why I booked something, but now there's a lot of questions that a lot of people want to know, and if I paid more attention, honestly, I would probably have the answers. But
I don't know either.
I'm giving a little more space.
So who knows?
Yeah, I'm giving a little more space for these guys to do their thing. So
yeah.
But yeah. So who
knows?
So
we'll see where it goes. It will evolve from there, surely. But we do want to have it more often because talking about 4 shows at once does not work.
Yeah.
I mean, for everybody who's followed us for the past 2 hours, awesome, thank you. But it shouldn't have been that long. Even though we can talk a lot, obviously. If we did one after Crown Jewel, cool.
Yeah.
Then we can go from there. Or if we did one after Full Gear, or just knock one out. So it's here's how that show went. Here's how it changes the upcoming.
Yep.
That's 30 to 40 minutes. That's more in line with what we want to do.
Yeah.
But at least for my side of it, I'm always game to do the stuff. So
yeah. No, our history has always been go long. So. So it would always be nice to do them quicker and more often. Quicker and more often would be the best bet. So anyway,
so we'll refine it from there is the way to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, the main thing to remember, everybody, is get your picks in before 11 o'clock on Thursday. For the love of God, that's the most important thing. And then there's Full Gear. Don't forget, they're running pay-per-views now too. But I know that NWA is doing a pay-per-view in December, and CZW has one in next summer. Oh. We're not necessarily doing all those. We're not doing New Japan either. So it's just kind of these ones.
I know for sure we're not doing
that.
I know for sure we're not doing CZW. So I'll let people know that. Right off the bat.
And like I said, NWA is Saturday, December 15th at 6:05 p.m. It's going to be a great show if you like Power. It's probably going to be awesome.
Yeah.
But we're not going to be covering it. I got to think.
No, I would
same as New Japan. But it would make more sense if we did, because New Japan's a little out there, a little different, timing-wise. People aren't following it as much, but people are following Power. People might be following it like AEW or Ring of Honor. So maybe NWA ones do get the future. Who knows? But as of right now, no. I can see that. But again, it's not... I'm just part of it, but I got to think of how we operated previously. If it ends up we are doing it, cool. Okay. Sure. But the way we've done it is at least... Final Battle is going to be it for December after or before. God, it might be the Thursday before TLC, isn't it? Oh shit! They time those really, really stupid, don't they?
We will see.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well,
so we'll leave it at that. Do go to jobberradio.com, sign up there. You're on the YouTube channel for Jobber Radio Prediction League. Go to the Jobber Radio one, get the main podcast. I'll pimp this thing out as many times as I can. Go watch Jobber Jeopardy. Plan to be on one soon, but it's awesome. It's crazy. Go check that out. But also the main podcast and all that fun stuff at jobberradio.com. Check it out.
There it is. That's it.
You're good to go. We'll take it out from here.
Do it, sir.
All right. Well, again, I'll tell Bomber to promote his stuff, but I just did. My stuff's over at Guilty Pleasure Cinema, the Cyclops Scott YouTube channel as well. Check all that stuff out, and we'll see you next time.